Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for I don't know. I think please send help because I have Terraforming Mars with all of the expansions, with the new Prelude 2, with all of the new solo mode stuff, and yeah, I don't know what to do with it all. But we're here today to play through. Well, first of all, set up, learn, and also play through the new AI Automa for Terraforming Mars. Just before we start, a couple of things that I want to mention. First of all, this is not a sponsored video. If it was a sponsored video, I would have spent the morning learning the game, setting everything up and everything else. Secondly, if you hear any noises, I've got the window open because it's really, really warm in here, especially with all the lighting on. And there's various people doing various things outside. There's one guy with a chainsaw. So, yeah. The other thing is Terraforming Mars might be a top 10 game for me. I have played it probably about 50 times, maybe more. Every single time I play the game, I love the game. Doesn't matter whether I do well or do bad. Absolutely love the game. But the original solo mode that came with this game, despite what you might think, I really disliked it. Now, as many of you will know, and I talked about in the stream earlier on today, I like my solo modes simple. I don't like complex AIs with flowcharts or everything else. I just want to play the game like I would normally play the game. And in that respect, the original solo mode that came with the base game is that you just play the game. My issue with the original solo mode is that in Terraforming Mars, every card is balanced. If you've got a card that's really powerful, then it's going to be really expensive or it's going to give you negative victory points. And there are certain cards which are really expensive but are worth loads of victory points but don't have much of a game effect. The problem I have with the original solo mode for Terraforming Mars is the objective of the game is to terraform the planet in 13 turns or whatever it is. The problem with that is you go through the cards and you're like, well, that card's no good, that card's no good. Any card that gives you victory points, for example, is just a wasted card, in my opinion. So I don't like the original solo mode that came with Terraforming Mars, and I've heard really good things about this one. Now, the designers of this a solo mode are David Turksey and Nick Shaw. Nick's in the chat, or Nick was in the chat. He's coming and going. He didn't get Jaffa Cakes with his copy. Yeah, you need to speak to Stronghold Games to get your box of Jaffa Cakes. They came with my copy, so I don't know. Oh, 14 turns or 12 with Prelude. I was almost right, 13 turns. So we're going to try. Now, David and Nick have assured me that this solo mode is within my levels of what I'm comfortable with. So let's see how we get on. I don't know. But here's the weird thing. I have never played this copy of Terraforming Mars. This is my copy of Terraforming Mars with all of the expansions, with sleeved cards. This has been borrowed by friends of mine when I've had games days here. This is part of the GridCon games library and it has been borrowed and other people have played this. And every time I've played the game physically, it hasn't been with my copy of the game. So I have never played this physical copy of the game. There you go. That's a first. So now, how do you get an organizer like this? Really simple. Yes. So we're going to set the game up. Now, because I'm learning this new Automa for the first time, I think I'm going to go simple, like me. And I think we're going to play on the base map. And I think we're not going to use any expansions. Just for my first game, we're going to play base game map, no expansions, which is the base game map. I don't know which the base game map is. Is it this one? I think it's this one because there's no name on it. Yep, that's the base game map. The problem with playing it online a lot, you forget it does all of the things for you. So, maps can go down there. Right, first thing is, put the map on the table. Now, I probably won't need this today. This is the official start player marker, but this was painted for me by another YouTuber. He's got a YouTube channel called Painting with Martin, and he gave me this as a gift, either last Essen or the Essen before. So, thank you very much, Martin, for that. But in a solo game, I'm guessing we might not need it. And my opponent today is going to be Steve. Steve is going to be my opponent today. So we will see we will see how well we fare against Steve. Right, so. And the mat is from Game Toppers, as it says in the bottom. This is the perfect game mat for playing Terraforming Mars on, because it is a Mars background. There you go. The board is in the table, on the middle of the table. Right, okay, what else do we do? I don't know. This looks like colony stuff. Thankfully, I've got this all separated, so colony stuff can go off to one side. The shenanigans module, what was it? Turmoil. Turmoil's off to one side. I've got all of these, which modify the milestones and awards. We're not using those, so those can disappear. I assume we're going to need some cubes, but we're not going to need those. We've got some tiles here, so we're definitely going to need some tiles. Yeah, I don't know what else we need from the base game, but, and I haven't played Prelude 2 at all. So I've got some cards here. My first question for people who are watching is that I've got cards, and in the bottom left corner, there's a square with a dot in it. Now, what are these cards? I think they are from the latest expansion. I've just sleeved them. I've taken out all of the ones for Venus and Turmoil and everything else. But yeah, what are these ones? Oh, they're promos. Okay, so these are all promo cards. I mean, they say in the top right, CEO. So presumably these were all designed by fans of the game, maybe. But I can just shuffle them in. If they've got no other icons on, we're going to shuffle them in. That's fine. Okay, I don't think we need that. No idea what these are. Oh, these are from Turmoil. Get rid of those. And, right, big deck of cards. So this should be just the base game with the corporate era, which are the ones with the red triangle on, I think. So corporate era, shuffled in. And more cards. That's not the bin mint, that's the people taking their bins back. So, big deck of cards, I think. I mean, these are all going to need a massive shuffle. There you go, Steve. Can you shuffle all of these cards together and make sure that the promos are thoroughly mixed in? There you go, thank you. Right, what have we got in here? So, in here is... Now, I've never seen these before, so I'm guessing these are solo cards. Yeah, these are solo cards, aren't they? So we're definitely going to need them. What's in the green box? Oh, what have I put in here? Oh, corporations. Yes, so corporations, which I seem to have sleeved these corporations. Or at least I've sleeved some of them. And my prelude cards don't look to be sleeved. Shocking. Oh no, unsleeved cards. Well, some of them are, and some of them are not. So prelude cards have got the little pink arrow on. Did Prelude 2, how can you tell Prelude 2? I would have thought there would be like a little number 2 next to it or something like that. But yeah, is there a way of telling apart Prelude 1 cards and Prelude 2 cards? I'm not sure there is. Oh, we've got some more. Right, okay. Beginner corporate. I'm probably going to unsleeve these corporations. I don't think I need the corporations sleeved, and I need these sleeves for something else at the moment. So, what is my favourite sleeve? So for clear sleeves, my go-to sleeve is Paladin sleeves from Board and Dice. They are my go-to sleeves for anything that's clear, which most of these are. For non-clear sleeves, I don't have a particular favourite brand. I have just bought some Gamegenic matte sleeves in a number of different colours. So we'll try. The Gamegenic ones are really expensive. They're like literally twice the price of the Board and Dice ones, the Paladin sleeves. But yes. So, I've just erased the planet from existence. Oops. The unsleeved ones might be Prelude 2. Yes, they might be. But my question is, how can you tell apart what is Prelude 2 and what is Prelude 1? Or can't you? So, Prelude cards, Corporation cards. Yeah, so many corporations now. Right, okay. And what's this? Oh, Venus cards. Right, Venus cards can go over there. We're not playing with Venus. I do like Venus. I know Venus, a lot of people don't like it, but I actually quite like it. My preferred play online is by including Venus, having mandatory terraforming of Venus, and using that rule that at the end of each round, one of the parameters gets increased by whoever's turn it is. That's my preferred way to play. Okay, are we ready? We are going to dive in, and we are going to find the rule book. And we're going to learn how to play. Steve, have you shuffled the... He's not shuffled the card yet. Steve, can you shuffle the cards together like I asked? Do as you're told. He never does as he's told. Right. Adding expansions. This rule book contains all of the setup and rules changes you need to play with each of the Terraforming Mars expansions, which we're not doing that. Adding corporations. Playing against Marsbot corporations increases the Automa's difficulty. Okay, so we're not playing against a corporation. Okay, they look like they're optional. Here we go. Terraforming Mars Automa, the solo experience on Mars. Unhappy with the current pace of our work on Mars, the world government greenlit an experimental project, codename Steve. The first ever automated independent artificial intelligence that just happens to look like a snail, designed specifically to direct terraforming efforts on the Red Planet. Your corporation is intended to work under it. So I'm working for you, Steve. Great. Helping execute its orders, but that's not going to get you ahead in this business. If you want that government grant money, you'll have to step up, outthink the supercomputer, and prove to the UN that only a human can truly design this new home for humanity. In this expansion, you will battle the formidable Marsbot for terraforming superiority. Marsbot acts as a second player, enabling a solo player to enjoy the multiplayer experience. You must beat Marsbot's score to win. Right, so components. We need this rulebook. We need a neural insistence tile. Basically a brain in a jar. We've got the 2 extra rulebooks, which I don't think we're going to need. We need the colonies shipping board, but we're only going to use that if we're playing with colonies. We have 6 Marsbot boards, 1 for each map. So, as they release more maps, they're going to have to release more of these. Okay, is that the main board, Terra Chimeria? Because I don't recognise that. Utopia, Plantatia, Vassitis, Borealis, Elysium, and Hellas. Yeah, is Terra Chimera the... Oh, I want the one called Tharsis. Tharsis, okay. That's Tharsis. I didn't realise that. Thank you. It probably says that somewhere. A Marsbot board holder, which is this, and this is going to slide into here. Somehow. Don't break it, Paul. Nice. 6 black cubes, 6 white cubes, 8 clear cubes. That's these. Now, I don't know how the clear cubes are going to show up on camera. They're okay. Right, so we need some cubes. We have a final scoring reference card. Somewhere. We have Marsbot Corporation cards. That might be these. Yes, I think that's these. So there's a Marsbot Corporation card for every corporation you can play against. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Nick, for doing this, because, yeah, this looks incredible. Here we go, final scoring reference card. Fantastic. 6 board reference cards, so we want the one that says Tharsis. So we don't need these. We got 2 final scoring cards. Okay, right. And 32 Marsbot bonus cards. That's these. Okay, right, we're good. So, how to set up the game playing Terraforming Mars base game. In the other 2 rulebooks, you'll be shown the changes needed to include Marsbot corporations and or play with expansions. You can include as many or as few expansions as you desire. See the other rulebooks. Set up the game for a 2-player game. You may use the corporate era cards with the following changes. Okay, so set out the Marsbot board holder. Slide the Tharsis Marsbot board inside the board holder. Set the Tharsis reference card and final scoring reference next to the Marsbot board. Okay, we're just gonna... Steve's not done anything. Mate, you're supposed to be a supercomputer. Why have you not been shuffling the cards? So useless. I tell you. Can't get the snails these days. We can probably zoom in a bit as well. Yeah, we can zoom in a bit. Let's turn off the autofocus. Zoom in a bit. There you go. Set the autofocus. Right, done. There we go. I know. I'm going to have words with you later. You're making my life difficult. So we've got this, which can go here. And we've got the Marsbot board track actions. And we have final scoring card. Okay, great. Oh, I need a player board. And you'll be shocked to hear this. I don't have any fancy upgrades for this game. I've just got the base game simple boards. I apologise profusely, but yeah, I've just got the base game. So no fancy 3D printed add-ons for me for that. So right. Choose a colour for Marsbot. Green. And now the church bells are going. Nice. I've got to have the window open, otherwise I will literally melt. Place a clear cube on the 0 space of each track of the Marsbot board. Okay, I don't know what we're tracking with this, but... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got one spare. Okay, choose a colour for the Marsbot. Place one of Marsbot's player markers on the game board's 20 TR space. Pop. And I'm guessing mine as well. I will be blue. And another... Oh, and the rest next to the Marsbot board. Okay, so they can go there. With my cubes down here. Okay. Place Marsbot bonus card B1 to B8 next to the Marsbot board. B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffled. Shuffle them face down to form the Marsbot bonus deck. Okay. Yeah, the bot has dual layer. Definitely got an advantage. Oh, you can't hear the bells. Interesting. You can hear the birds when the birds come out, but you can't hear the bells. The bells are really loud. That'll be the noise reduction software that I've got on. It clearly filters out church bells, but not birds. Interesting that these have got the same backs as normal cards. So I don't know why that is. We might find out later. I'm going to put the other cards up there for now. Build Marsbot's action deck. Brackets, 4 cards. So instead of a starting hand of 10 cards, deal Marsbot 3 project cards face down next to the Marsbot bonus deck. Okay, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to shuffle this. So off we go. Let's sort all these cards out, because I can't trust a snail to do a man's job. How many people who are watching this have played this solo Automa? Anybody? Let me know if you have. Because if you have, you can help me out with rules questions when I get stuck, which is totally going to happen. So many cards in this game now. We may be here for a couple of hours just shuffling. That's what I should do. I could do a Patreon-only bonus stream of me shuffling cards. Or, even better, sleeving cards, unsleeving them, and then sleeving them again. Who would want to see that? 3 hours of Paul sleeving cards. Speaking of Patreon, this is not a sponsored video, so big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. This is the 5th live stream in 2 days, I think, or 3 days, I can't remember. And I've got more to come. There will very likely be another one later on today, which will be Patreon only. And then tomorrow is Star Wars Day. So tomorrow we're going to be live streaming Star Wars Rebellion from 9:30 in the morning. And then we're going to be doing various other Star Wars related streams during the day as well. And none of the streams that I'm doing in the next, well, over this 4-day period have been sponsored. So yeah, all of them have been funded through Patreon. So if you are one of my Patreon supporters, you helped make all of this happen. Thank you very much to you. And if you're not one of my Patreon supporters, but you think, I tell you what, I quite like Paul's content and I want to support him and allow him to carry on doing things like this, then patreon.com/gaming rules. In fact, if you are a Patreon supporter, you get all sorts of benefits. First of all, you get to vote on some of the games that I'm playing. So the reason why I'm playing this game today is not only has it been on my list of games to play for 6 months, but my Patreon supporters voted it. This got the second most votes, I think. And the other one was Marrakesh, which I did this morning. So if you're interested in seeing me play the solo mode of Marrakesh, that was earlier on today. You also get exclusive access to the Gaming Rules Slack community, where there's a great group of people. And yeah, you can have all sorts of discussions about games, gardening, and various other things. And also, if you're a Patreon supporter, you get access to some exclusive additional bonus videos. For example, 2 hours ago, I did a quick game of Concordia Digital, and that was streamed to Patreon supporters. So yeah, if you are in a position to be able to support me, that would be awesome. Wow. Okay, I think I'm almost. No, shall I finish? Yeah, I'll finish. What I'm doing, you don't realise this, but I'm actually memorising every single card. I'm doing a Darren Brown thing. So what I'm doing is I'm memorising every single card and where it's going, so that I can basically fix the draw for the rest of the game. That's what I'm doing, because I'm that skilled. I'm actually sorting the cards out so that they are all the right way up, because otherwise it will drive me absolutely crazy during the game when I get cards that are the wrong way around. Fish. Okay, we're almost there. And then I'm going to pile shuffle them together afterwards anyway. So you might think, why is he bothering doing this? But I like doing this. This is fun. Ta-da! Right, and we're just playing the base game. If we were playing with expansions, we would have a whole host of other cards to go in there as well. And we're probably only going to go through like a quarter of these cards. So, yeah, it's fun. Oh, there's one card there that's the wrong way around. I'll tell you, Nick had to disappear. He said he was going to be back in 20 minutes. I still won't have started in 20 minutes. I'll still be shuffling cards. But this is all down to Steve. Steve failed in his duties, so I'm having to do it myself. Right, there we go. James says, never play with all of them. You just pick half the stack and play with that. Yep, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm still going to need the Automa expansion rulebook for the changes when using Prelude cards. Oh, okay. Yeah, because technically Prelude is an expansion, so I will need to use that. So we probably best have a look at that as well. Setup changes. If playing with the Prelude 2 expansion, I am. Remove the Prelude card Recession from the deck before drawing Prelude cards for yourself, as it is not supported against Marsbot. Okay. I think one of these sleeves is the wrong size. Yeah, one of these sleeves is a different make of sleeve. How very weird. It's identical in every other way. Except it was slightly taller. There we go. We're good. Right. So, I'll tell you what. I'll just if it comes up, I'll remove it. After picking your own prelude cards and corporation, give Marsbot 3 extra cards from the project deck for its starting action deck instead of giving it prelude cards. Okay, so it doesn't get prelude cards. It gets 3 extra cards. That's the Leicester Shuffle. They do that in Leicester. Because there's Leicester Shuffle. Right. Are we nearly there? I think we are. These are thoroughly randomized. Of course, if you play this on Tabletop Simulator, you just press R. That's it. Take a big stack of cards, press R. The computer algorithm does the rest for you. So we're going to have that one, and that one. That's going to be our deck. And then that can be our secondary deck, and that can be our tertiary deck. Okay. So, big deck of cards. What were we doing? We were, instead of a starting hand of 10 cards, deal Marsbot 3 project cards face down next to the Marsbot bonus deck. Right, we might need some more space. I mean, maybe we can have them here. Oh, I suspect we're going to need sleeves for that. Okay. Question. Am I going to need to sleeve these bonus cards? I suspect I am. Which means I'm going to have to de-sleeve because I don't have any more sleeves to hand. Yeah. Yeah, I always press R multiple times as well. Okay, I do. Nick just said so. Okay, great. Let's sleeve those while reading. So I'm de-sleeving my turmoil cards because I could see what turmoil was doing, but like a lot of people, I didn't quite get on with turmoil. There were a couple of parts of turmoil that I liked, but I didn't like the random events part of turmoil. That seem to just randomly favour some places, some players over the. Yeah, Paul says because it's a rubbish expansion. There you go. There is that. No, yeah, I could see what it was doing, and there were parts of it, the political part of it, I quite liked that, moving around in the political offices and vying for control. But then, yeah, the sort of random events, which you could see them in advance, sure, but I just didn't like how they came out and. Yeah. Okay. Marsbot bonus deck. Don't get it mixed up with the others. So we have 3 project cards face down, except when playing with Prelude, we need an extra 3. I don't know if I can just stack these. I don't know. I'll put them like that. We'll see what happens. Shuffle a card from Marsbot's bonus deck into the Marsbot action deck. Right, hang on a minute. So, this is the bonus cards. That is the Marsbot bonus deck. Return all of the other Marsbot bonus cards to the box. Okay, so we don't need the other Marsbot bonus cards. Right, so this is the Marsbot bonus deck. Then we build the action deck, which is 3 project cards face down, 6 if you're playing with Prelude, next to the Marsbot bonus deck. Then shuffle a card from Marsbot's bonus deck into the Marsbot action deck. So this is the action deck. Okay, so it's these 6 plus this one. Yeah, so I'm looking at the picture here. Take those, shuffle them into a deck, add 1 to those 3. From there. Right, okay, got it. So this is Marsbot's action deck, and this is 7 cards at the start of the game, one of which was from the bonus deck. Okay, Marsbot does not receive a corporation card unless you're playing with this, which allows you to add a corporation, which I'm very keen to do, but not today. For now, you can run Marsbot without a corporation if your name is Paul. Set aside the neural instance tile. That's this. Okay, it's been set aside. Then return all of the other Marsbot components to the box. They will be used when playing expansion content. You are the starting player. Awesome stuff. Okay, so Prelude. How many cards do you get with Prelude? I can't remember. I can't remember how many corporations it is and how many Prelude cards it is. When you play online, I think it's is it 2 corporations, 10 cards, and 4 Preludes. I think it is. Where are the rules for Prelude? What's this? Base game rules. That's an Elysium. Colonies. Turmoil. Venus next. Prelude. So 4 Prelude cards to each player. Choose 2 to keep at the same time as choosing your corporation. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so because some of the cards are sleeved and some of them are not, I'm just going to get the chat to pick me 4 numbers for the Prelude cards. But I'm just going to count how many there are first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 29 is an odd number. 10. Right, 54. So I'd like 4 numbers between 1 and 54. The first 4 numbers that appear in the chat between 1 and 54. Now, some of you have been putting numbers before I told you what the range was. So ignore anything from Paul Kelly's 23 and before. I need numbers from 1 to 54. So the first 4 numbers that appear after that. So we have 33, 53. I'm going to take George's first one, 6 and 44. Right, we're okay. Thank you. So 33, 53, 6 and 44. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh, that should be 33. That's 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And then 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Right, they're my 4 Prelude cards. Next, corporations. Don't put any numbers in yet. We have 35. So 2 numbers between 1 and 35. 3 and 26. Right, we're good. 3 and 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, so we have... Oh, that's a beginner corporation. That shouldn't be in there. There we go. So we have Point Luna. Never played this one before, never even heard of it. So you start with 38 mega credits and 1 titanium production. And the effect is whenever you play an Earth tag, including this one, draw a card. So that's really simple. Start with titanium production, and when you play an Earth tag, you draw a card. Or interplanetary cinematics. Start with 20 steel and 30 money. Whenever you play an event, get 2 money. Okay. So it starts with 20 steel. Gosh. Right, the prelude cards that we have. I've probably got a preset for this. Yeah, tell you what. Let's... And we got the overhead lights on, so it's going to be a bit shiny. Unless it's this camera. Oh, just a note, says Nick. There are 1 or 2 corps not compatible with MarsBot. Check the FAQ. Okay, if you happen to pick one... Okay, right. So, are both of those okay? I think both of those are okay. Right, we have Mr. Stephen Bonacore. We have the World Government Advisor. We have early colonization. Right, and we have a huge asteroid. Not just any asteroid. We have a huge asteroid. So we can pick 1 corporation and we can pick 2 prelude cards. But we also have 10 cards from the project deck, which we see at the same time. So I don't think these are all going to fit on camera. They're not all going to fit on camera. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, what would you pick? I'm now going to have a little bit of a look at these cards and see if there's any combos that are jumping out at me while leaning back so that you don't see my head. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Yeah, well spotted. That is for if you're playing with colonies. So we're just going to get a replacement one quickly. No, they're the corporations. Where's the prelude cards? There. Yep, there you go. That's good. So, let's have a look at what we've got. So the eccentric sponsor is really interesting if you've got a big card. I don't have a big card. So I'm going to rule out that one because it's not quite efficient. The best one for me to play that with would be this, which is really good. But I'm wasting 7 money. I don't like wasting 7 money. Huge asteroid is great because that's going to increase the temperature by 3. I'm going to lose 5 credits. It's fine. But that's 3 extra terraforming rating. Placing 2 ocean time. I mean, these are all good. They're all amazing cards. What does the World Government Advisor do? So I get 2 TR and a draw a card. And as an action, I can raise a global parameter without getting... Oh, is that the... Oh, that's the thing that you do at the end of the... Oh, interesting. Am I supposed to be using that one? Yeah. I think so. Okay, so yeah, the World Government Advisor is the variant rule that I always play with when playing with Venus and the mandatory thing. But that is as an action you can do it. Interesting. Interesting. So, what have we got over here? Windmills. Requires 7% oxygen, so probably not good to start with. Restricted access. Oh, we also need to be looking at the the milestones and the awards. And just as a reminder for those people who've forgotten, the milestones are these. So having 8 building tanks, 3 trees on the board, and the awards are that. Okay. Yeah, not sure if that is going to change our mind on anything, but don't pick what Rohan says, which you always lose. Right, okay. So if we were to take Point Luna, do we have much in the way of Earth tanks? We don't, apart from the World Government Advisor. So that I'm not seeing any cards here that combo with that. Steel can be used to discount buildings. That's a building, that's a building, that's a building, that's a building, that's a building. This is really good if you get it early on, because whenever a city tile is placed, you get 2 money. So I'm leaning, tell me if I'm being crazy, but I'm leaning towards this one, taking all of the building cards, and then using the steel to build all of these buildings. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, who's this? CEO David Turksey. Who's he? Aqueduct systems. What does that do? Requires that you have a city next to an ocean. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, cards like this, where it hurts other players, I don't know if that's going to actually have any impact. Advanced alloys. Where's advanced alloys? Oh, advanced alloys. Ah, right. So I'm leaning towards this with advanced alloys, which means the steel is worth 1 extra. It's got to be a thing, hasn't it? Okay, so let's start filtering these off. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of Stephen. Sorry, Stephen. I'm tempted by this, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to keep the advanced alloys. That's a keeper, because that's going to make all of that steel worth more. We've probably got to take this, otherwise David will get upset with me. I'm never sure about this. Research outpost is nice. It does get me a city on the board. City on the board could then combo with aqueduct systems if I take the Great Aquifer. Possibly. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the Great Aquifer. We'll play aqueduct systems. I think I'm going to go with rover construction. I mean, these are all costing me money as well. The 10 cards from here, this is all going to cost me money. But, yeah, I don't know how stealing stuff off other players works against this Automa, but I'm going to get rid of that one, and I'm going to get rid of that one. Not really interested in either of those. I'm also not really interested in restricted area, although we do have a scientist award, but I don't have any other science tags, so I'm going to dismiss that one. Research outpost is nice, and it is going to get me that city, which combos with that and that. So I think we're going to take that. What about these 3? Don't get rid of hide raiders. Why not? Oh, because I can steal 2 steel. Steal 2 steel, yeah. And the steel for me is going to be worth 4. So I guess I can just steal an infinite amount of resources from other players. So that effectively, it's going to cost me 3 now. 1 to play it, so it costs me 4, but it actually gets me 8. Okay, sure. Physics complex. It's 2 points per science tag. And didn't I just get rid of a science? I can't buy all of these cards, surely. I normally buy 3 or 4 cards, and right now I've got 5. So if I went for advanced alloys and research outpost and restricted area and the physics complex, that means I've got 4 science tags already. I mean, that is 2 points for every card, but I need the energy. I get 2 money back because of my corporation. Oh, yeah, for the hired raiders. Oh, okay, thank you. Totally, I forgot about that. Okay, what are we thinking here about these cards? I'm thinking not the caretaker contract. I'm gonna get rid of that one until the chat shouts at me. I mean, this can be great if you've got lots of spare energy. This can be great because you just put it into here and you get 2 points every time. I'm not sure I'm going to be getting. Am I on round 1 yet? No, I'm choosing cards. We're almost there. It's the difficult decision about these. I mean, I could end up paying for this with like very little. And it's a point. But it's a card. Yeah, I think that's going. And I think these are going too. Okay. So, we've got these cards. We've got this card. We're taking Great Aquifer. We need to decide which other one we're taking. And I'm leaning towards the Huge Asteroid. Although, all that's going to do is... Oh, no, it's going to increase the temperature. So the temperature is going to go up by 3. Which is going to increase my heat production. But it's going to cost me 5 money. Whereas this is effectively 2 up on the terraforming rating, which is similar, but it's not going to cost me the 5 money. And I'm going to get to draw a card. Yeah, so that's 3 points is 3 income, but this is also 2 points and 2 income. This one just, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of the Huge Asteroid. So I think we're going to take the World Government Advisor. Okay, right. Let's do it. So this is my hand of cards, which I have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to pay 15 out of my 30 money. So I have 15 money. Focus on raising parameters. Why? Is it not the same? Because terraforming rating is points. Moving this up is also points. So that's 3 and that's 2. I don't quite. I'm not seeing the real difference between that. It seems that it's costing me 5 money to get an extra 1 up on here. Anyway, right. So we've got our cards. This is my hand of cards. We've got our 15 starting money. We need 20 steel. And we have currently none of that. 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 And yeah, raising parameters fastens the end of the game. Yeah, but I don't know whether I want to do that. I'll do that later. Yeah, Robin. Right. We need some other markers for the parameters. Is that what these little white cubes are for? Hey, Boogie, are you popping in? So minus 30, 0, and that's it, isn't it? It's just the lakes. Okay, so this is my corporation. I just need to remember that every time I play an event, I get 2 money. I can probably put this somewhere. Yeah, there. There you go. So that I've got more space to put my stuff. Okay. So then, prelude cards. So I play the Great Aquifer, and we have 2 lakes on the board, which increases my TR by 2. Oh, I need to track the generations with a white cube. Okay, but is that one of the big white cubes? I don't know. How do you normally track? Oh, I've got big white cubes here. Big white cubes. Yeah, how do you normally track the generations in the game? Do you need to track the generations? Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm placing 2 of these on the board. And where are we going to place them? Well, we could go here and get more steel. Or we could go here and start getting some money and some plants. Let's go here and get more steel. Because, you know, steel. And let's go... Oh, and I could go here and get 2 new cards. And 2 new cards is quite nice. So we'll go there and we'll get 2 new cards. Just for interest, we've got Space Hotels, which requires 2 Earth tags, and we've got Nitrite Reducing Bacteria. Okay. Put the white cube 12 on the score track. Oh, okay. Okay, you don't normally need it in multiplayer, but it's how you track it in solo. Okay, cool. Look at the scoring cards. Scoring cards, that's this. Score MC based on final round. Okay, I'm sure that'll make sense. And so that's that prelude card done. And then we're going to play the World Government Advisor, which I don't need that prelude card anymore. So that increases my TR by another 2. Winning. And I draw a card. And now I've got this action. I need to remember this action. Oh, it goes on the 1 space. Okay, right. So. Yeah. Nick says it goes on the 1 and you move it. Oh, James was thinking it goes on the 12 and you move it down. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, we got loads of cards in hand. So the extra card that we just drew was Noctis Farming. For those people interested. Okay, are we set up? Are we ready to go? I think we are. So I take the first turn. And then we've got the player order phase. So from the 2nd generation onwards, you alternate the first player marker between you and Steve. Research phase from the 2nd generation onwards. Okay, so we don't do in the research phase. Then we've got the action phase. Alternate taking turns with Marsbot using the following modified rules. So on your turn, if an effect asks you to remove any resources from any player, remove those resources from Marsbot's MC supply. I don't know where Marsbot's MC supply is. Is that? No. If an effect asks you to steal resources, you may take the resources from Marsbot's MC supply as if they were the resource type you are stealing. Okay, I need to find out what the Marsbot's MC supply is. It's not been mentioned. It's probably there. So has he got 0? I guess he's got 0. If an effect asks you to decrease any player's production value, move Marsbot's corresponding tracker backwards 1 space. See below for how it's handled. Right, okay, so steel is the building track. Titanium is the space track. MC is the event track. Energy says regress its energy track. Okay, energy is the energy track. And heat is its earth track. Where's its earth track? There. Okay, yep, heat is its earth track. And the bottom one is plants, regress its plant track. Okay. Marsbot does not reactivate any previously activated actions after its track has decreased. So remember this, put one of its markers onto any space it regresses from. Okay, so it's moving its markers up. When it moves its markers onto a space, it gets to do a thing. If it regresses back, you mark the space to say, look, it's already done that thing. It's not going to do it again. Got it. If an effect requires you to count the number of something other or all players have, use the respective tracks on Marsbot's board instead of its played cards. For example, if a card is comparing how many events all players have played, you use that number rather than actually how many cards it's played. Okay. Shall I just take my turn and we'll see what happens? Okay, MC supply is resources on the side. They'll get loads of these. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's a bit weird that it's talked about MC supply, without actually mentioning what the MC supply is, but we'll get to there later. Okay, so my go. First turn of the game. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in next week. I'm also getting a headache. I will probably go downstairs and take some tablets in a minute. But the first thing we want to do, I think, is play Advanced Alloys. Because that is going to get me my steel a lot better. And we're saying right now then that I can't play Hired Raiders because there's nothing to steal. Is that right? The MC supply, there's nothing in the MC supply. So I can't play the Hired Raiders. Space Hotels. Love it. Okay, so yeah, I think we're just going to play Advanced Alloys. There's not going to be any space, is there, for all of these cards? I'm probably going to need to zoom out at some point because I've just got loads of cards to play. So we're going to spend 9. Have I only got 15? Oh, wow. Okay. So I've now got 6. That's it. That's my first turn. Then I can start playing some other cards like the Research Outpost. Yes. So now we're going to play the Research Outpost, and my steel is worth 4. So I'm going to spend 4 steel. Oh no, it's worth 3. It's normally worth 2. So I need to spend 6. So I just spent 4, I'll spend another 2. Okay, so I spend 6 steel, which is 18, to build the Research Outpost. And now I've got a -1 discount on every card I play. And I get to place a city tile next to no other tile. See, I don't really bling out my games that much. And because I've never played this version of this game physically, it seems silly for it to bling out these. But I have seen people with very nice cities for these, and they look really nice. So just saying, Steve, if you want to buy me a Christmas present, some nice 3D printed cities for Terraforming Mars, just saying. So where are we going to put it? No, I can't put it next to any other tile. So I might put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Oh, no, hang on. I don't want to do that. No. Chat's probably shouting at me. I'm not going to play Research Outpost. I'm going to have my 6 steel back. I'm going to play Rover Construction first by spending 4 steel. No, not 4 steel. 2 steel for 6 and 2 money. Right, so Rover Construction means when a city is placed, I get 2 money. Right, I want to do that first. Yes, Paul said Rover first and then get the cash back for the Research Outpost. Yes. Okay, so that's it. I've taken my 2 turns. Right, Marsbot's turn. Here we go. If the Marsbot has any cards left in its action deck, yes, resolve 1 on its turn. It flips the top card of the Marsbot action deck and resolves it as follows. Is it a project card? It is a project card. So, resolving a project card. Marsbot ignores all abilities, effects, and restrictions on the card. Okay, for each tag in the top right building, from left to right and 1 at a time, match each icon to the respective track on Marsbot's board and advance the corresponding tracker 1 space to the right. Okay, so that moves to there. If Marsbot is already at the end of the track, it takes a failed action and gains 5 mega credits instead of moving the corresponding tracker. Right. If the tracker lands on an action icon while advancing, it carries out that icon's action immediately, which it didn't. If the card has no tags on it, it classes as a failed action. Once it's fully resolved, place it in Marsbot's played pile. So that can be its played pile. There you go. Easy. Marsbot has not got a core. No, we are playing without The corp for your first game, it says you don't have to give Marsbot a corp, but at the end of this video, I am going to look at the rules for Marsbot having a corp because I want to see how that actually works. But that's it. That's nice and simple. I like that. We're ignoring the card. We're just looking at the tags, and the tags tell it what. So this is what it's going to do on the planet. Yeah, I like that as a solo mode. It's good with me. And it just does one card. So on its turn, it does one card. Right, my go. So, 6 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. To play the research outpost. And I get to place a city. And the city is going to go here, which gets me 2 plants. But it also gets me 2 mega credits because of my rover construction. And I put a little cube on there. And that is my first action. Right, then what am I going to do? I've still got loads of steel left, but I can't play aqueduct systems because I don't have a city next to a lake. I'm playing that later. Definitely play that later. Earth tags. I only have 1 earth tag, so I can't play space hotels yet. I mean, if I can play this nitrite reducing bacteria, I can't. I've only got 6 money, so I can't play that. Can't play the aqueduct systems. So are we saying that I can't play the hired raiders? I mean, I could steal 2 steel, but it's only got 1. It's only got 1 steel at the moment. So I could only steal 1 steel. So that seems a little bit of a waste at the moment. Space hotels I can't play. Noctis farming. Aha! Nope. Can't play because it's too cold. Right. In which case, I'm just going to use this action to raise a global parameter without getting any TR or any other bonuses. And I'm not quite sure why that's a good thing, other than speeding up the game, but also getting things in a situation where I can play certain cards. So we're going to up the temperature. The World Governance Advisor has said, up the temperature. Okay, Marsbot's turn. Reveal the card. Oh, we got 3 tags. So, Earth tag is this. It's building a city. So we now need to look at what it does when it builds a city. Place a city. Okay, Marsbot places a city tile and its player marker adjacent to as much greenery as possible. None. Marsbot must still comply with placement rules, i.e. not adjacent to other cities, not on reserved spaces. If multiple placement spaces exist with an equally high number of adjacent greeneries, see below for placement tiebreakers. So, adjacent to as many oceans as possible. Cover the most placement bonus icons possible. So there. There's 2 icons next to water. So it goes here. Okay, I think that's right. If Marsbot places any tile adjacent to an ocean tile, it gains 2 mega credits. So we've not worked this out yet. Is it literally just a supply? If Marsbot places a tile that covers placement bonus icons, it gains 1 MC for each icon covered instead of the printed rewards. Okay, so it went there, it gets another 2 MC. Excellent, I can now steal it. Is that right? Correct. Awesome. Terraforming bonuses. Okay, we'll read that when it happens. Milestones and awards. We'll do that when it happens. Right, that's the first one. Then we have a space one. So it moves to there. We have a red arrow. Now, my thinking is that it just moves to the next one. Yes, it moves to the next one. Dink. Okay. This may cause it to perform an additional action. Next, we have an event. So it moves on to there, which is a red arrow. So it moves to there. Yeah, loving this. Thank you so much for this solo mode. This is exactly what we wanted. Right, my turn. I pass. So when does the Marsbot stop? So Alternate taking turns with Marsbot using the following rules until both you and Marsbot have passed. When does it pass? It carries on until it runs out of cards in hand. Really? Wow. So it's doing all of these things? Gosh. Right, event. It's going to here, it's placing a lake. So, what's it doing with a lake? Marsbot places an ocean tile on any ocean reserved space. See placement tiebreakers below. So the placement tiebreakers for placing a lake are adjacent to as many oceans as possible, cover the most placement bonus icons as possible. So no. So there's no placement icons, and then determine randomly. Oh, in fact, no, it's only there. Yeah, that's the only space which is adjacent to as many oceans as possible. So it goes there, and it gets 2 million credits. Okay, yes, Prelude Catch-Up, it's got 7 cards in its deck instead of 4. Normally it would have 4, but still, that's a lot of stuff that it's doing. Right, buildings. It's placing a lake. So this is easy. We know how this works. That goes there. It gets 2 for that and 1 for the icon, so it gets another 3. Okay. Next is nothing. So thanks to CEO Watson, there is nothing on there. So that's a failed action. It gets 5 mega credits. Yeah, failed action. It resolves a project card that has no tags. Okay, next one. Plant. Moves the plant action on, does nothing. Finally, it's its bonus card. So instead of doing the whole tag thing, it's... Right, resolve the effect on the card if possible. If that's not possible, do not take a failed action. The card will specify if it gets any other benefit for failing to carry out the action. If it's got a lettered list of options, start at the top and do the first one that's applicable. Place the card in the bonus card discard pile. So that the bonus card discard pile is specifically different from this pile. So, Meteor Shower, you lose 5 plants. Boo. If you lost at least 3, I did not, or an effect blocked you losing any plants, destroy this card. Right, so I didn't lose at least 3. So that's going in the bonus card discard pile. But these all go in its normal discard pile. I think that's right. Okay, and then it passes, and we are done for Generation 1. We go to Generation 2. Now, Nick told me that I should use the drafting variant because it's a lot better. So, we're going to do that. We're going to absolutely do that. So, where does that work? Right, research phase. So the rules for this depend on whether you want to use drafting variant or not. We do. In either case, you will have 4 project cards to keep and pay for as normal. Oh, does the TR increase for the bot? Good question. Does the TR increase from the bot? Because it's placed 3 lakes. In fact, did I increase my TR? So my TR should have gone up by 2, 4. What did I do on my turn? No. The rules mention it somewhere. Okay, so yes. So it's placed 2 lakes, so its TR should go up by 2. Is that what it did? I think it did 2 lakes. There was a city, that doesn't increase it. There's a lake there, and there's a lake there. Yeah, it did 2 lakes. Okay, thank you for spotting that. Yeah, you don't destroy the card. It's removed from game, not physically rip it up. Okay, so we are drafting. In either case, you will have 4 project cards to keep and pay for as usual. Marsbot will build an action deck of 4 cards, 3 project cards, and 1 Marsbot bonus card. So are these... I think these are there. I think these are played cards, like discarded. Don't need those. Marsbot does not have to pay to keep its cards. If its bonus deck is empty, shuffle its bonus card discard pile face down to form a new Marsbot bonus deck. But don't include the destroyed cards. Yeah, so destroyed cards would be gone. So, drafting. Draw 2 piles of 4 cards from the project deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one pile for yourself and give one to Steve. There you go, Steve. Knock yourself out. Pick one card to keep. Give Marsbot one card from its pile at random. Swap piles. Continue until you have both kept 4 cards. Okay, so Steve's going to keep that one. That's yours. And I'm going to keep... We have the Eos Chasma National Park, which is building. So that's good. But can't play it. Requires -12 or warmer. We got Artificial Photosynthesis. It's got a load of people looking at something. Science card going to cost 12. Increases plant production. Meh. We got Beam from a Thorium asteroid. It requires a Jupiter tag. I don't have any Jupiter tags, and it's crazy expensive. Shuttles. Requires 5% oxygen. We currently have 0% oxygen. Okay. So, none of them. But I don't want Steve to have that because it's got 3 tags on it. Am I being clever? Take the card out with the tags on it. So, I then take these. I then give those to Steve. Out of these 3 cards, do we want Solar Logistics? Do we want Martian Lumber Corp? That's quite cool. Or do we want Industrial Microbes? Ooh, yes. I think we want Industrial Microbes. So I'm going to take that and give those 2 to Steve. Steve's going to take that. Gives those back to me. Don't want either of them. Take the one with the most tags on. You get that. It takes that one. It's your go, Steve. I get that one. Right, so that's its 4 cards. Shuffle a Marsbot bonus card into the ones drafted. So it's only going to get 5 turns. Oh, no, sorry. Shuffle the cards it drafted. Right, discard one. And then shuffle 1 bonus card in. So it's going to have a shorter round now. Okay, done. So, out of these cards, what do we want to buy? I need to get some money as well, don't I? Have we done production yet? I can't even remember the order of the game. It's player order. Is it then production first? Surely it's production before... It's got to be. I do remember the rulebook for the game not being great. It's not a great rulebook. So, no, research phase. Oh, production phase should have been after we passed. Okay, so it is before. And I get 24. And presumably, Steve gets 22. Let's just check. Production phase, your production is unaffected. Marsbot skips this phase. He doesn't get the 22. Okay. Okay, so production phase comes at the end of a round. Great. Right. So, how many of these cards do I want to buy? Probably just the one. Although, if we do buy Solar Logistics and we do play Solar Logistics, we can then play the Earth Hotels. So the Space Hotels. Space Hotels is pretty good. But I don't know whether this card is really worth it. Don't think it is. So I'm just going to buy Industrial Microbes for 3. Okay. We're done. So now we do the action phase. Yeah, I like the drafting. That's good. Okay, so action phase. Stevie's going first. We're flipping a card over. It's a building icon. We move it to there. My turn. Right. So are we now playing the hired raiders? I think we are. So I play the Hired Raiders, I spend 1 credit. After I've played an event card, I generate 2, and I steal 2 steel. So the steel goes down by 2, but we put a marker on there to say it's already done that, it won't do it again. And I gain 2 steel, which is effectively 6 money. So it cost me 3 to buy it, 1 to play it. So it net cost 4. I mean, this barely is worth it, isn't it? But sure. Thankfully, I got 2 back because of that. But that's it. That's that event card done. Yep, thank you, James. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I think most people are, but if you're not... Oh, Hired Raiders is free. Oh, Research Outpost. I forgot every card is 1 cheaper. Thank you. Okay, so that's played. That's like face down somewhere. There you go. Okay, that was my first turn. I don't think I'm going to be doing very much in this particular round. I mean, I do have 26 money. 26 money is quite good. So I can play this, actually. The nitrite reducing bacteria. I mean, the earlier I play it, the better. So yeah, my second action is I'll play the nitrite reducing bacteria. And I believe it comes with 3 microbes. That's what's printed at the bottom. So, yeah, net +2. Yeah, it wasn't a net +5. It cost me 3 to buy the card, 0 to play it, and it gained me 6. So it's a net +3. It's Steve's turn. Ah, so buildings, so it moves back onto there, but doesn't trigger the thing again. I like that as a mechanism. And plants, it moves to there. Right, my go. We are going to remove the 3 nitrite reducing bacteria. So that card has been moved to up my TR by 1. Bink. And my second action is I'm going to play the industrial microbes by spending 4 steel for the industrial microbes, which increases my energy production by 1 and my steel production by 1. Awesome. I did steal steel. Yes. Steve's go. Space. Ah, temperature. So I think this is probably very simple. I'm going to guess it does that and it does that. Let me check. Marsbot raises the temperature by 1 step. Yes. All right, my go. I can't play any of these cards. We have 19 money. 19 money is a lot. So I could use the action to move that up there just so that nobody gets the bonus. Although it's not going to do it itself anytime soon. So maybe we won't. I could put an aquifer down. I generally don't want to do these because they're really expensive. How's my research outpost going? I mean, we need to get this up so we can do some Noctis farming. But there's a free heat production there that I might get next turn. What else can I do? I never pass with 19 money. Do I want to build a power plant? No. I don't want to build a power plant. Yeah, use corp to raise. I was thinking of that. I could use this Use my world government advisor to raise the temperature. But I'm thinking of doing that myself on the next... Oh, could do an asteroid. Could do an asteroid to raise the temperature. Yes, let's do that. So 14 money to get an asteroid, smash it into the planet. That moves up to there. I get that. And my heat production goes up by 1. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Right, Steve's final card. Expedited construction. If a city tile can be placed adjacent to 2 or more greenery or ocean tiles, it can. Marsbot places a city there and destroys this card. Otherwise, no effect. So, don't do this at home. It's going to place a city here and get 6 money. Now, what's it doing with all of this money? Let me know. What is it doing with this? If it doesn't spend any money, why is it collecting it? But that's it. I'm passing, it's passing, and now we do production because that's how the game works. So I get 26 money. I gain a steel, which is effectively 3 money. I gain an energy, and I gain some heat. The ratio gets better the longer the game is. Okay, money converts to points at the end of the game, depending on... Right, okay, great, thank you. That's what this is. That's what this is here. Right, I see. So I've done production. It doesn't do any production. Generation 3. We are drafting. Oops. Where was that? That was there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes that one. Okay, we have a robotic workforce, which is... Last time I played this online, I got this completely wrong. It copies a brown thing, not a brown card. So that's all right. The Miranda Resort doesn't look much like a holiday resort to me. Increases your money production by 1 for every Earth tag. I've only got 1 Earth tag at the moment. Plantation means you have to go off and play a game of Puerto Rico. Requires 2 science tags, which I have. I get a greenery tile for 15, plus the 3 to buy it. So that's 18 for a greenery tile instead of 23. That's probably good. And Power Grid. You go off and play a game of Power Grid. That's probably not that great for me. No. So I'm going to draft Plantation. Okay. Those 3 cards go there. I get these 3. Do we want a nitrogen-rich asteroid? Kelp farming. Reminds me of the game Underwater Cities. Or Siberia Systems. So what the heck does that do? So increases your steel production by 1 and copy the production boxes of 2 of your cards with building tags. So I can then copy that. And that's probably it. I don't have 2 cards with building tags. Which one of these do we want? Well, there's almost 6 oceans on the board already. It's an event. It's quite good. It's quite good. Don't forget the discount. Oh, the discount. What did I forget the discount on? The industrial microbes. Yes, I think I did. You're saying 18 instead of 17. What's 18 instead of 17? Did I do wrong? How am I going to remember I get a discount of 1 on every card? Oh, you mean that? Yeah, the plantation is 15, but it's actually going to cost me 14, plus the 3 to buy it. So it's 17. I see what you mean, yeah. 17, a net 17 to play the plantation. Okay, none of these have got Earth tags on. Don't just want to take that to hate draft it. But I'm going to. So I've taken that one. So he gets one of these at random. Okay, and gives these two back to me. So the robotic workforce or the power grid. I'll take the robotic workforce, which means he gets that one. He also takes one of these at random. And then I get that. So they're the 4 cards for me to buy. We get those 4 cards along with one of those. We shuffle them all together. And I'm just going to pop downstairs and get myself some ibuprofen because my headache is getting worse. I will leave you in Steve's capable hands. He will keep you entertained. He's been watching YouTube videos of various comedy acts. So, yeah, he will keep you entertained. Let me know when I get back how he's been. If you give him a rating on a 1 to 10, I won't be long. Right, back. How did he get on? Did he tell you about the one in the nurses next to the lake? That's hilarious, that one. That's kind of his joke. Right, so what's happening with the green screen? Green screen's playing up again. It's fine, let's just sort that out. Don't know what it is with this green screen, it just sometimes goes a bit weird. Right, there. He leaked my cards? What? Typical. I mean, he's a snail, he probably just goes over them. So, which ones of these do we want to buy? 3 money each. Plantation. We've worked out we're buying that. So, that's 3 money. So, the robotic workforce could copy that. And that's not bad. That's, well, 9 plus 3... Well, 8 plus 3, that's 11 for a card that actually cost me 11. But it does increase my steel production. So I think that's going to pay for itself. And it's another science tag. Which means if I'm going to fund this award, I think that's pretty good. So we're going to buy that as well for another 3. I'm not sure about the Siberia systems because I don't have 2 building effects to copy. And I also don't know about the nitrogen-rich asteroid. Although it is an event. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of those. Okay. Right. So, whose go is it first? It's me first now. We are in generation 3. And it might be a Jaffa Cake break after this. But what is our plan for this generation? Are we in any rush to do anything based on what's happening here? I think we might be. Should we get a greenery out? Should we play the plantation? Let's play the plantation. So 14, including my discount of 1, to play a plantation, which allows me to put a greenery tile on the board. And greenery tiles can go... I can never remember the rules. It's got to be adjacent to something that you already own, unless it's a city. Is that right? And cities can go anywhere that aren't adjacent to something else. So this has to go somewhere around here, which is fine, because that's probably where I was going to put it anyway. So I'm going to put it here. So it's a greenery, so that increases the oxygen, which increases my TR. And I've placed it on a thing that gives me a plant and a titanium. Okay, cities anywhere, greenery next to a tile you own. Got it, got it. So that was my first action. My second action is going to be to play the robotic workforce. So it cost 8. Running out of money. And I'm going to copy. We're going to have to move this up. I'm going to copy the industrial microbes card. So my energy production and my steel production goes up by another one. Okay, right. What is Steve going to do? Steve's going to power. So it moves to the arrow. It goes to here. Now that, to me, looks like a floater. But we're not playing with Venus. So what does a floater do if you're not playing with Venus? It says... Where is it? Oh. Ignore the floater. Okay. Well, I'll ignore the floater then. I was looking for where it was, and it's not in here. Okay, so we just ignore it. Okay, I won't find it in there. That's a little confusing. Right, back to me. So, yeah, we've only got 3 money. We do have 13 steel, so I could play that if it was warmer. But it's not, so I won't. We still don't have 2 earth tags for that. We can't play the aqueduct systems. I think I'm done. I mean, I could increase the temperature or something. So I could raise a global parameter. I could put a lake down. But I don't get any other bonuses or any TR or anything. I think we're going to do it. Oh, I've got that as well. So I'll use that action to place a bacteria on there. And then I'm going to use that action to increase the temperature by 1. There you go. Okay, the rulebook does say ignore icons not defined. Got it. Okay. Obviously, I'm skim reading it while live streaming, so I am missing some bits. But that's me. Is that me done? I don't feel like I've done very much this turn. I mean, I did play two cards, and that actually did stuff for me. So, yeah. Okay, right. Steve, it's all you. Jupiter track, which is that one. Oh, power and Jupiter. It's both on this track. Okay, so it moves to there. It gets 3 TR. That's what that icon says to me. Then it's doing space, which is there, which is nothing. Next card, science, which is there, which moves on to there. And event, which is there. It's going to place a greenery. So it's going to place a greenery. And what is its rules? Does it have to place adjacent? I wonder why. Places a greenery. Place the greenery tile so it is adjacent to as many of its own cities while minimizing adjacency to any of your cities. So it can go here or here. It must still comply with the placement rules for greenery. Yes. Adjacent to as many oceans as possible. So that's there or there, and covering as many bonus icons as possible, which is there. So it puts a greenery here, giving it 3 money. And increasing its TR by 1. And increasing the oxygen by 1. So 3 money? 3 money. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this, I think. Okay. Overachievement. A. Marsbot claims a milestone, if able, then destroys this card. Can it do that? No. 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 Can it do that? No, I guess it can't do the planner one. So it can't do A. B, if it's the 6th generation or later, Marsbot funds the award in which it's most ahead of you, then destroys this card. No. And then Marsbot gains 5. So it just gains 5 and the card is going to go into the discard pile. And then finally, plants, it goes to here and it places another greenery. Now this time, it's going either there or there, and I think it's random. I don't have a randomizer with me. Oh dear. Okay, so Credicore or Ecoline. That's going to be Ecoline. Ecoline. So it goes there, which increases the oxygen by 1, which increases its TR by 1, so it's now ahead of me. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, draw from the deck, use the value to cycle through the possible ties. What, is that in here? Okay, I mean, it just says decide at random. Oh, but this is how you decide at random. Flip a card from the project deck, use the card's cost to count through the remaining tied spaces, starting from the top left. Okay, I've done it. I've done it a different way. That's fine. But it's nice that you've got a way using components that, aren't in the game. Using components that are in the game rather than ones that aren't in the game. That's it. That is the end of the generation. So, Jaffa Cake time. Now, these are Coca-Cola flavoured Jaffa Cakes, which are unusual, but quite nice. Right, production. And then, right, there we go. Generation 4. Steve go. Research. We have psycho files, psycho file. Anyway, add a microbe to this card, and then when paying for a plant card, microbes here can be used as 2 money. Nuclear zone. It's an earth tag. It's -2 points, but it's an earth tag. So, ironically, I play the nuclear zone, and that allows me to then build hotels. So I blow something up. Totally having that. Space mirrors. The best kind of mirrors. Now, my titanium is worth 1 extra, because it's advanced. So I can play that cheaper, if I want to. And anti-gravity technology requires 7 science tags. No chance. Okay, we're taking the nuclear zone. So there you go to Steve. Steve passes these to me. Trees. Just trees. Okay. Mars Nomads. That's a new card. Move the nomads to an adjacent, non-reserved, empty area. Oh, cool. They move around. So place the nomads, a gold cube, on a non-reserved, empty area on the game board, and as an action, you can move them around. That's quite fun. Bushes. Okay, so we can have trees or bushes. Trees requires -4. We're nowhere near that. Whereas bushes requires -10. We're still nowhere near that. But trees is the better card, but he's not going to come in until much later. So I think we're going to take bushes. Okay, so Steve is going to take that one, and then he gives these 2 back to me. Which one do we want? We'll take space mirrors. He's going to take that one, give that one to me, and take that one. Okay, so that's his deck with one of these cards. Done. Right, which ones do we want to buy? So I'm buying the nuclear zone, totally, for 3. Other than that, do we want to take bushes and trees? I don't know, we do. Temperature is way, way down. Whose go is it first? Steve's go. Is he going to up the temperature? No, so I could probably do an asteroid thing. Yeah, I could probably do an asteroid thing first. Oh no, the nuclear zone's going to up the temperature. Okay, we're fine. Then I can play the Earth hotels. Sorry, the space hotels. That's going to cost me 11. That's going to cost me 9. That's 20. So, bushes or trees? I'm going to buy bushes. So I buy that for 6. I'm going to throw those 2 cards away. Okay, let's go into my hand. Steve's go. Bacteria replanty stuff. Moves to there. That's it. My go. Oh, I should have removed those. Okay, kaboom! So, spend 9 for nuclear zone. The best kind of zone. So where's the nuclear zone thing? It's this or this. I mean, that looks better. I like the look of that more than that. I don't know what the difference is. But, so place this tile. I guess this can go anywhere. What are we going to blow up? Can we blow up Noctis City? I guess you can't. So I think I can put it there. And up the temperature by 2, which increases my TR by 2, and also gives me a heat production. Yeah, so I don't know what that side of the nuclear zone is, but we played it. But that is my second Earth tag. Oh, if you do it next to an ocean, you get 2 money. You can't place it on reserved spaces. Yeah, I didn't think you would be able to. Oh, okay, if I put it next to an ocean, I get 2 money. So you're saying I should put it next to an ocean. Okay, sure. I get 2 money. And then my second thing is space hotels. So I spend 11. I need 2 Earth tags. It is an Earth tag. And it increases my money by 4. It's normally something really important to get up early, and that's the first I've got of it. Okay. There we go. That way up, and you need to put a cube of your colour as you know that I played it. Yeah, but I'm asking because the rule book, or the card says to put it that way up, because it doesn't matter that I played it. I'm just choosing to put it that way up because it looks nicer. But do I need to know that I played it? I don't think I do, because you don't mark it on the other side. So I don't think it matters. Right, Steve's go. Steve is sciencing, so his science is there. Right, he's building a city. So where's he going to build the city? Adjacent to as much greenery as possible, still complying with existing rules. So it could go there, it could go there, it could go there. There's one icon. There's one icon, and there's one icon. Cover the most bonuses icons as possible. So still, it's either there, or there. Adjacent to as many oceans. Yeah, none of those. Sorry, no. I'm reading the wrong one. Oh, no, I'm reading right wrong. Yeah, cities. So it's trying to build it adjacent to as much greenery as possible. So yeah, there, or there. And then the next tiebreakers are oceans, but there aren't any oceans. Next one is as many bonuses, which is the same for each. And then we determine randomly. Okay, it matters for some milestones and rewards, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to do it the proper way. We flip a card from the project deck. It's cost 15. And then we use the card's cost to count through the remaining tied spaces, starting from the top left, going right, and then down to the next one, etc., etc., etc. So it's 15. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, there. And it covered over an icon, so it gets 1 million credits. There is one greenery and an ocean. Oh, there is! There! Why didn't I see that? Okay, it gets 3 credits. Thank you. It's beamed in. Yeah, adjacent to as many greeneries as possible. And the next tiebreaker is as many oceans. Right, okay, got it. Thank you. My go. What are we doing? We've got 6 money and we have loads of steel. And we can now play Noctis farming. So we will. So my steel is worth 3. So I'm going to spend 3 steel, which is 9, which is the cost that I need. And my money income goes up to 5 and I gain 2 plants. And it's worth a point. Huzzah! And do we want to do anything for my second action? We can't play bushes yet because that's there. Yeah, sure. Let's activate the nitrite reducing bacteria. Okay, Steve's go. Nothing, so it gets 5 money. My go. Not sure I'm doing anything. I've got 6 money. I have loads of steel. I can't play either of these 2 cards. So we will activate the World Government Advisor to move that to there. But that's it. Steve's got 2 cards left. Nothing, so that's 5 money. And the local neural instance. Place the MarsBot local neural instance on the board adjacent to no tiles. Do not place it on an edge space, nor on or adjacent to any reserved spaces. Usual placement tiebreakers still apply, then destroy this card. Okay, so we're just going to draw a card and we're going to count the spaces. So it's 23. Oh, gosh. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where it can go first. So, adjacent to no tiles. So it can't go anywhere. So it can go there. There, there, and then it's all the way along here. So it's there, and right. Do not place it on an edge space, nor on or adjacent to any reserved space. So can it go on water? Is water a reserved space? I don't think it is. Right, I think they are the possible placement locations for it. So 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it goes there, if it can go on water. Oh, also the most resources. What? It just says on the board adjacent to no tiles. Do not place it on an edge. Oh, usual placement tiebreakers still apply. Oh, so usual placement tiebreakers is adjacent to as many oceans as possible, but it's not. Cover the most placement bonus icons as possible. Okay, so we have a 2 there, which means we can get rid of all of the 1s. Assuming water is okay. So, can't go on water. Okay, if it can't go on water, then... Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23. So it's going there. No idea what it does. Then destroy the card. Right, let's have a look what it does. Oh yeah, it says such as a space reserved for an ocean tile or specific cities. If the tile cannot be placed, it does that. Okay, see game end on page 10 for the effect that it has on MarsBot's scoring. Okay, so it's an end of game thing. It's going to get 1 point for each space on the board adjacent to its neural instance tile that is not occupied by you. So I want to try and go round it. Okay, got it. It needs to have only regular hexes all around it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it can't go adjacent to a reserved hex. Oh, so which ones was it again? Oh, so it can't go there. So it can't go on any of the twos. No, it can't go on any of the twos. Okay. So therefore it's going, and it can't go on any of those. So it's basically those two. Yeah, it's those two. Is that what the chat's saying? The bottom two with cards on. Yeah. And it was 23, so it's that one. Okay, I think we got it right. Yeah. Dead easy. Once you've done it. I think that's it. That is the end of that generation. So I'm going to have another Jaffa cake because this headache's not going. Production. What am I on? I'm now on 29 plus 5, 34. Two more steel. That goes to there. Two more power. Two more heat. And these come off. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put that one there. And 1, 2, 3. So, Tesseract. Sounds very much like a Marvel thing. Decrease energy production by 1 to increase your plant production by 1 and raise your TR by 1. Nah. I mean, I've got the steel. Nitrophilic moss requires 3 oceans. Yes. Lose 2 plants but increase your plant production by 2. Meh. Meh. Geothermal power requires 1 power tag. No, sorry. Provides a power tag. Increase your energy production by 2. Meh. Farming. Yay. Let's play some Agricola. Requires 4 degrees or warmer. No. Increase your mega production by 2 and your plant production by 2. Gameplay 2 plants, but it's worth 2 points. So none of these are particularly jumping out at me. Do we hate draft the Tesseract? Or the geothermal power? I mean, the geothermal power, is that the only one really of any use to me? Maybe. Or maybe the farming is. But I'm not going to be able to play the farming for ages. I don't want any of these. No, don't really want any of these. Yeah, building tanks are good for the milestone. Thank you. How far am I through the milestone? I've got 4. Okay, I'll take the Tesseract. And then Steve takes... Steve takes that one. And then Steve gives me these. So, Mining Expedition. It's an event. So that's going to get me money back. I raise the oxygen by 1 step. I remove 2 plants from any player. And I gain 2 steel. So, that seems quite good. Importing advanced GHG. Meh. No, not really. And an underground detonations. Yeah, okay. We're going to go for the mining expedition. Okay, and then Steve takes that one. That's going to be for me, but then I choose one of these. Do I want geothermal power or farming? I'll take geothermal power. Steve gets both of those. Okay, so there's... have I done it wrong? I've done it wrong. I've messed this up. What have I done? I took that. I took that. There's one card that I should have. It's one. It's one of these. I'll just take that one. Yeah. Okay. So 4 cards plus the one from here. Okay, generation 5. Oh no, I've got to buy these cards. So we're buying that one. For sure. I'll buy the geothermal power. Not sure about the Tesseract. Although it is a building tag. And it does recognize it. Yeah, okay, we'll buy it. So I spend 9. Okay. Generation 5, so I'm the first player. Yes, it's got 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we're all good. I messed it up, but I fixed it. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go on a mining expedition. So it's going to cost me 11, but I then get 2 back. I increase the oxygen by 1 step, which increases my TR. I remove 2 plants. Now, I can remove them from... How does removing plants work again? It says here, if you were to remove anything, remove those resources from MarsBot's MC supply. Okay, so remove 2 plants. It's just 2 of those off, and gain 2 steel. Okay, done. We've been mining. That's fine. That's all done. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay, what am I doing playing on hard mode? Oh, sorry. Yes. It did discard 1. I have been playing on hard mode. I forgot. I did it in the first generation, but the last couple of generations I completely forgot that it should have discarded one of its cards at random. Okay, it's had a few extra cards. Yes, I'm playing on hard mode. But I'll try and remember that from now on. Doesn't the bot get a counter on the Mare milestone? I don't know how it claims milestones. I think that's this. Yeah, I think it only claims a milestone when it reaches a particular part on the track. I don't think it does it automatically. Yeah, there's an M. Okay, yes, I have been playing that wrong for the last 3 generations. Okay, so we've done the mining expedition. And now we are going to play geothermal power for 10. No, well, yes, but we're going to pay for it with 3 steel, which is 9, and 1 money. And that increases my energy production like so. It also has one of the bot cards. It also has one of the bot cards that claims one. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it had a card that would claim a milestone. Okay, so let's see what it's doing. The big cheat, Steve. Corporate competition. If MarsBot has at least 5 mega credits, yes, resolve the closest funded awards action. Leftmost if tied. If MarsBot takes an action, it loses 5 mega credits. Otherwise, it draws and resolves another bonus card. So if it has at least 5, which it does, resolve the closest funded awards action. I don't know what that means. Right. It attempts to help its position on an already funded award. So there aren't any funded awards. Use only when playing on the Tharsis board. Yes, that's what I'm playing. Okay. So if MarsBot takes an action, it loses 5. Otherwise, it draws. Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything. Are we swapping it out? The closest funded award is the funded award in which you are leading by the smallest margin. If it's leading in all funded rewards, the closest one is the one it's leading in. Yeah, none of them are funded. Yeah, it'll do the it hasn't taken an action bit on the card. Okay, so if it doesn't take an action, it draws and resolves another bonus card. So doing something different, it's lobbyists. A, if the temperature global parameter is 1 to 2 steps away from a bonus step or completion. If the temperature global parameter is 1 to 2 steps away from a bonus step or completion, no. B, if the oxygen parameter is 1 to 2 steps away from a bonus step or completion, no. C, if there is a space reserved for oceans adjacent to 2 ocean tiles, no. D, Marsbot raises oxygen 1 step, which is TR, places an ocean, which is another TR. Oh, sorry, or raises temperature 1 step, whichever is furthest from being complete. Well, that'll be the oxygen then. Yeah, oxygen has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's got more steps. Okay, but we don't destroy the card. Got it. My go. I have lost track of what I am doing. I have loads of money and I have loads of steel. So we could play the Tesseract. And I think that's probably what I want to do. How's the temperature looking? Not good. I also need to get a lake down for this. Oh, I've done this completely wrong. I need to have a lake next to a city. Ah. And I've put my city here and I can't have a lake next to it. Oh, silly pool. So I need to put a city here. I can't. I haven't got the money. Need more money. So we can't do that yet. Right, let's activate the nitrite reducing bacteria to put one little fella on there. And then let's activate the World Government Advisor to increase the temperature by 2 degrees. Okay. Steve, it's doing Earth and event. So Earth is this, which is nothing. And event is this, which is arrow, which is there, which is nothing because we're not playing Venus. Right, my go. I mean, I could play this, but I don't know whether I want to. I might just save my money. Because next round I'm going to have enough to do this. But I kind of would like that. So I think I'm going to do it. It's 13. So I'm going to pay for that with 4 steel, which is 12, and 1 of my own money to play the Tesseract, which is magnetic fields to protect organisms from cosmic radiations. Growing plants on Mars will be a lot easier. Right, so my TR goes up by 1. And I've now got another action available to me, which I will do. And I drop that down by 1 and increase that by 1. Okay. Steve is building tag, which is that. And then my go, I think I'm passing. Yeah, I'm passing. And then Steve, plant-tastic, which is a greenery tile. So it's placing a greenery. All right, let's get this right this time. Greenery tile so that it's adjacent to as many of its own cities as possible, while minimizing adjacency to your cities. So either there, or there. And that's got a bonus thing, that's got an icon on it. So it goes there. And it gets, well, adjacent to lakes first. Yeah, oceans, and there aren't any. So it goes there and it gets 1 money. And its TR goes up by 1. And oxygen goes up by 1. Yeah, okay, then we're good. Adjacent to cities first, then oceans. Yes, did that. So adjacent to cities and then oceans. Yeah, which is what a human player would do. And that's it. That is the end of that generation. So production. I get 36. Now it's starting to rock. 36. 2 steel. 1 plant. That goes to there. Get 3 energy and 2 heat. Yeah, this is going to be a big round, I think. Steve is the start player. So let's get this right this time. No cheating, Steve. I'm going to do it slower than I did last time, trying to save time. Just made a mess of it. So we have the titanium mine. It's another building tag. That would be our 7th building tag. It's nice and cheap. I can pay for it with the steel. Search for life. Love that card. The first ever game I played of Terraforming Mars. I played this card and I did find life. And I loved the game since. But at this point in the game, I don't think I want that. A virus. Yeah. That's not bothered about that. And commercial district. -1 energy production. +4. Oh. Put it next to cities. Quite like that as well. And that's also a building tag. That's quite nice. Oh, these come off. Yeah. I'm debating between that and the titanium mine. What do we think? A strategy hint. Don't ignore the milestones and awards for too long. Oh, okay. Right. Thank you for that. I mean, I'm almost there. I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm almost there. No chance. No. I'm doing better on the banking, I think. Am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Scientist? Yeah, I'm doing better on the scientist thing. Is that the number of tags it's got? If so, that's incredibly. Thermalist, I'm beating it on Thermalist, and mining, I'm definitely beating it on mining. So yeah, titanium mine. Paul saying the mine. Yeah, I was thinking the mine. I'll take the mine. So I'm giving them to Steve. Out of these 4 cards, it's taking that one. It's then giving me these 3. Corporate Stronghold is a city. It's a cheap city, but it's -2 victory points. But it's a city, which means I can put a city next to a lake, and I can then play my other thing. Or we have Permafrost Extraction, which is a really cheap lake, because it's going to cost me 3 to buy it, 7 to play it. That's 10 money, but I get 2 back. So effectively, it's 8 money for an ocean, which is a super cheap ocean. Or the Molehole area, which increases my heat production by 4. I'm not sure I want that. I'm tempted to take Permafrost Extraction. Okay, 2 cards are going to Steve. But out of the 3 cards that he's got, takes that one. He then gives these 2 to me. Search for life or commercial district. Commercial district. That's going back to you. He takes one of these 2 cards and gives that one to me. Out of these 4, he then discards one, because that's the rules of the game. And then he adds a bonus card in. So, got some nice juicy cards here. Which ones are we going to buy? We've got the Corporate Stronghold. We've got the Commercial District. We've got the Permafrost Extraction. We've got the Titanium Mine. Definitely buying that. Definitely buying that. That's 6. I mean, I've got the money. I don't need these for the tags because I'm gonna get that in a minute. I'm gonna take the Commercial District. I'm gonna take the Commercial District for another 3. Don't like negative victory point cards. But that's those. Okay, Steve's go. We're going to flip a card over, and it is science. So we move the science along. It doesn't do anything. Okay. My go. Well, so many things are going to happen this generation. It's scary. So the first thing is, actually, I should have bought the corporate stronghold. Screw it. I'm going to buy this corporate stronghold. I'm going to rewind that. I'm going to buy that. So first things first is I'm going to play for 5 steel, that's 15, and 1 money. We're going to play the commercial district. Which decreases my energy production by 1, but increases my money production to 9. And I get to place a tile on the board. Here. I'm going to flip that over. It's clear of the overhead camera. So that gets me 2 plants. Alright. And at the end of the game, I'm going to get 1 point for every city which is adjacent to that. And then, for 1, 2, 3 steel and 2 money. No, 1 money. Yeah, I forgot my discount, so I've just undone it. We're fine. I've now just paid 15 for that. So for 10, I'm going to play the corporate stronghold. That decreases my energy production by 1 and increases my money production to 12. And I get to place a city, and I'm going to put that city here, which gets me 1 plant. Okay. Right. That was my 2 actions. Steve, research and development. Marsbot draws and resolves a project card from the project deck. Okay? So it's basically just getting random card from here. It's power, which moves that to there, which is 2 Venus floaters, which it doesn't get anything for. So, like that. My go. I now want to put a lake down on the board, so we are playing Permafrost Extraction, which is going to cost 7. Okay, but it's an event, so I get 2 money back afterwards, and I get to place an ocean tile. And the ocean tile is going here, which gets me 2 plants. I'm not at the right temperature for the water card. What? Oh, jump. Right, okay. Get rid of the 2 plants. Put the lake back. So what did I do? I spent 7, but got 2 back. So effectively, I spent 5. So I get 5 back. Is that right? Spent 7 and I got 2 back. Yeah. Oh, it needs -8 degrees. Okay. It's fine. We'll get there. I've got this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 heat. Throw one of them across the board. Puts that up and puts that up. Right, I think that was my first action. I've lost track of my actions, but we'll say that that was my first one. And then we'll use the World Government Advisor to increase it to -10. We're almost there. Right, Steve is plant stuff, which is a greenery. Okay, so adjacent to the most number of cities, then the most number of oceans, and then the number of bonus tiles, so it's either there or there. So we'll draw a card, and it's 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's there. Right next to the radiation zone. Okay, my go. So we just need a little bit more up on there, and then I can play this aqueduct systems. But I might just do that next turn. Oh, we can now play bushes. Awesome. Right, I spent 10 money. 10 money for some bushes. Plant production goes up by 2, gain 2 plants. Do like some bushes. Okay, and then do we have 8 plants? We do. 9 money for bushes. Thank you. Ah, so used to playing on the computer, it knocks one cost off. So, yeah, we'll spend the plants before they get blown up. Oh, I've got one spare. Okay, so we're placing a greenery tile, which increases the oxygen, which increases my TR. So this greenery tile is going to go adjacent to a tile that I already own. So we'll put it here. Yeah, we'll put it here. That gets me 2 more plants. Yeah, right. I think I'm done. I've got this as well. Yes. Oh, that's just TR. It's TR, it's not temperature. Right, Steve's go. It's building. It moves to there, and that's it. My go, I'm going to activate the nitrite reducing bacteria. So those 3 come off, and I increase my TR. And we are very close to getting milestones and stuff like that. I don't have 3 cities. I don't have 3 greeneries. My terraforming rating is at 34. I can claim the building one. Have I got the building one yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can. So I totally should do that. Okay, so we're going to spend 8 money, which is 8 money, no discount on it, but I claim the building milestone. Right. Are we then going to fund an award as well? Because I'm a little nervous about these tracks. If this is how many tags Steve has, then yeah. So the scientist is Marsbot's current position on its science track. Yeah, Thermalist is its current position on that track. The miner is its current position on its science track +5. Okay, so it's not those 2 added together, it's just that one +5. Landlord is unchanged, and the banker is the sum of Marsbot's current position on both that and that. Gosh. Okay. So, banker, I'm at 12. It is at 10 at the moment. Scientist, I'm at 1, 2, 3, but it's already at 5. Thermalist it's that track +5, so it's on 9, and it's basically how much heat you've got. Yeah, so I'm not going to have that. And the miner for me is how much of this you've got. Well, I've only got 4 because I've been spending it, and it's got 9. Landlord, it's got more than me. So the only one in which I'm winning on is the banker. Oh, the award levels are summarised on here. Oh, on here. Right, okay. Got it. Found it. Oh, so it can get planner. It's the reach track space. Oh, if it's reached track space 4 on every track except Venus. Reached track space 4 on every track except Venus, which is the Venus track. Yeah, in here it just says Marsbot is up to space 4 on every track on its board. Okay, so if it's up to space 4 on every track, It's got that. Okay, ignore it. Yeah. Okay, right. What's going on? Don't know. I need to get a lake down. Ah, we need to get to -8. How do we get to -8? We wait till next turn. Yes. Or I do the aquifer. But I don't really want to. It's really expensive. Not the aquifer. Yeah. No, the asteroid. Do the asteroid, then I can play the permafrost extraction. Asteroid will be 14. Okay, let's do it. I'll spend the 14. So we'll land an asteroid. Boom. Which increases that, which increases my TR. Temperature is now at -8. Now, I spend 7, but I get 2 back. And we play permafrost extraction, which I'm now allowed to do. And we put an ocean on the board, getting me a TR. And it's going to go here, which gets me 2 plants. And then, if I had 8 money, I could claim that. I don't have 8 money. I have 6 money. Now, do I need the titanium mine now? I probably shouldn't have taken this. I don't need this. Because it's going to cost me a bit of steel to produce titanium, and I don't really need the titanium. I mean, I might get a space card later, but it's going to cost me 2 steel now to play it, and it doesn't really do anything. Oh, I'm going milestone. I'm going first. Okay, so I can do it. I can do it next round. Okay, sure. Yeah, hadn't spotted that. So we're done. That is the end of generation 6. Production. Nice, it's looking really good. 36 plus 12. 48 money. Wow. So 48 money. 2 steel. 3 plants. 1. Oh, all of that moves to there. And then I get 1 of that. And 2 of that. And those come off. And I'm going first. And it is generation 7. Right. So, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Steve gets 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 1 of these. Domed crater. There has to be a maximum of 7 oxygen, which there is. So I could play this. I gain 3 plants, place a city, decrease energy by 1, increase money by 3. Could do this. Do like cities. Standard technology means standard projects are 3. Get 3 back. Too late for that. Grass. Well, we had bushes and we had trees. Now we could have grass. It's probably a bit late. And fusion power. Look at that. It's great, isn't it? Don't think I want it. No, I think we're going to go with the domed crater. Yeah, on which level am I playing? I'm playing on the very, very basic, with no Mars bot corporations or anything. So I'm going to take domed crater. Steve then takes that one and gives me these 3. So we can have a soil factory. How many games do you get to play where you get to take a soil factory? That's not bad. Solar power. Nice, easy. It's a point. And increases energy production by 1. So that's all right. And Martian Rails, which is another board game. Spend an energy to gain 1 money for each city tile on Mars. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd be spending 3. It'd cost me 15 to get and play the card. And I think the game's going to be over by then. So I'm going to discount that one. I think I'm going to take solar power. So those 2 go there. Right, so Steve's going to get this one and give me these 2. Well, I don't want that one, so I'll take that one. So that goes back to Steve, and that's his last card. And then out of these two, Steve takes that one and gives me that one. And then out of these four, Steve gets rid of that and shuffles in his final bonus card. So question for either Nick or anybody else who knows, we were told at the start of the game to only use bonus cards B1 to 10, and the rest of them are removed from the game. We don't use the rest of them. So when do the rest of them get used? Are they for other maps or other difficulty modes or whatever? I'm guessing they are. Okay, those are the 4 cards. Out of these, what do we want to buy? We have $1 trillion billion. So we've got loads and loads of money. The Martian rails we've already ruled out. Grass, I think I've ruled out. Solar power, I think I said I was keeping, and the domed crater, I think I was keeping. So I spent 6. Okay, so my go first. We are claiming another milestone. So we spend 8 money to claim the Terraformer milestone. I'm so close to doing one of the other two as well. But let's have a domed crater quickly. So I'm going to spend 5 steel, which is 15. 15, 25, but it only cost me 23, so I get 2 back. So I've built a domed crater. So I place a city on the board. I'll tell you what we've been forgetting to do. Rover construction. You know that thing I did on the first turn of the game? When any city tile is placed, get 2 money. I'm owed probably 8 money. I'm just going to take 6. But I'm now placing another city, which is another 2 money. Completely forgot about my rover construction. City tiles going there. Because now that is worth 3 points at the end of the game. Right, awesome. Okay, there for the corporations and expansions. Good, good, good. Right, that was my 2 actions. Steve is invasive species. That's you, mate. You're an invasive species. You must lose 1 animal or 1 microbe. I don't have any animals or any microbes. If you are playing with Venus Next or colonies, Marsbot gains 2 money and a floater. Otherwise, it gains 5 MC. So it can't do that. So the card doesn't do anything, and it just gets 5. Right, my go. I think I'm going to fund another milestone because I now have this. So why not? Fund another milestone. Boom. There you go. I could make the city worth 3 points. Yeah, but I wanted to put it there. And if Noctis City comes out, that's worth 4. And I'm going to put another greenery here. So, and probably here. That's my plan. That's my plan. Right, so Steve's... So that was my first action of this turn, is to claim that milestone. So all the milestones are claimed. I'm getting 15 points from that, which is crazy good. Hang on a minute, didn't I play the domed crater? Yeah, I played the domed crater and then picked it back up and put it in my hand. Cheating. I don't think did I get the plants? Did I reduce the power? No, I think I forgot to do all of this stuff. I got too excited, placed in the domed crater, that I think I forgot to do all of the rest of the stuff. So that should be 3 plants, reduce that by 1 and increase that by 3. Yeah, I definitely didn't do that. Right, okay, done. So first turn was that. Second turn is going to be, I think we're finally going to play it, designed by Davy Turks himself, Aqueduct Systems. So it's going to cost me 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to have a city next to an ocean. It's worth a point, and I get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Peroxide Power, the Neptunian Power Consultations, right, okay, and an Open City, another Open City. Okay, sure. Cards are good. Right, Steve. It's a science tag, so it moves to there, and he's going to place a greenery. So next to as many cities as possible, and then as many lakes as possible, it's going here. Oh, no, that can't. So it goes here. And it increases its TR by 1 and the oxygen by 1, which ups the temperature by 1, which gives it another TR. Yeah, we may have missed something. I think I may have missed an oxygen at some point. There's one. I have one card that allowed me to place a greenery. But then that would be on the board. No, maybe we're okay. There's something. Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, it increased it once, didn't it? Yeah. Are they 3 cards or 3 cards with specific tags? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, they're 3 cards. Yeah, it's 3 building cards. Okay. So I drew the 3 cards, but I get rid of that one because it doesn't have a building tag, and I keep the steelworks instead. Okay, thank you. So yeah, cards with specific tags. Forgotten whose turn it is now. Steve just placed a greenery. Yeah, Steve placed a greenery, which did that, which did that, which did that, which did that. Okay, my go. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. I've got 8 plants. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do another greenery. So it's going to be here, which increases the oxygen, which increases my TR. And it effectively gives me 3 points. And then my second action is going to be... So we've got these awards. I'm a bit nervous about these awards, to be honest, because Steve's moving up these tracks so much. The banker one, I'm doing all right with. So let's claim the banker, or let's fund the banker award. There you go. That's been funded. Right, Steve. Building. It goes to there. It increases its TR by 2. So my go. Let's play solar power. So it's going to cost me 10, discounted from 11, which increases my power production by 1 and gives me another point. And yeah. How are we doing? Temperature's still a way off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got 8. Oh, okay. Let's have another temperature then. So temperature goes up to -4, and I get another TR. 8 greenery on the board, plus the event I played, means that oxygen is correct. Great, thank you. I think I'm done. Oh gosh, Steve's doing all these things. So science does nothing. Power goes up, increases the temperature. So temperature goes to -2, he gets a TR. And building goes to there, he's increasing the temperature. Oh, which goes to there, which gets him a TR. He places an ocean, which gets him another TR. Right, where's this going? What's the tiebreaker for oceans? I can't remember now. Places an ocean on any ocean reserved space, adjacent to as many oceans as possible. There. So he gets 2 for that and 2 for that, so that's 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I think I'm done. I've got 6 money left. Oh, I haven't done these things. Okay, let's do these things. So I'm going to put some bacteria on here. And I'm going to use the World Government Advisor to increase... Let's increase oxygen. Because I've got a card that needs 12% oxygen. Right, and then I think we're all done. So production at the end of generation 7. I get 15 plus 38. So I get 53. Yeah, 53. I get 2 steel. I get 3 plants. That goes over to there. I get 1 energy. I get 2 heat. Okay, it's going to be Steve's go for generation 8. Is this going to be the last one? No, probably not. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take that one. The next 3. Micro mills. Nah, pretty useless at this stage. Cartel. Increase my money production by 1 for every earth tag I've got, and it's an earth tag. Optimal aero braking. When you play a space event. And Cupola City, another city. I mean, a city there would be amazing. Okay. Sure. Oxygen must be 9% or less. Okay, so useless. So all of these cards are rubbish, but I am going to take Cupola City because it's got the ones with the most tags on it. Oops. So I'm taking that card. Those are going to Steve. Steve has drafted a card from there and gives me these 3. A big asteroid. Double temperature. 4 titanium. And it loses 4 from there. That's effectively 27 for 2 points. It does get me 4 titanium that I can only use if I have any other space cards, which I don't think I do at the moment. So, yeah. Breathing filters. That's amazing. That's going to be a really, really good card. So we're taking that because that's 2 points. Absolutely. Okay, there you go to Steve. Steve takes 1 of these and then gives me these. Micro mills or optimal aero braking. I'll take the optimal aero braking. So I give him that back, which is his last one. And then out of these, he takes 1 of them and gives me that one. And then out of these 4, he discards 1. And he shuffles this into his bonus cards, which are now coming back for a second time. There. Okay, right. So that's his deck of 4 cards. Right, because there, those come off. Which of these cards do I want to buy? So Cupola City, can't play. Breathing filters, absolutely. Optimal aero braking, no. Special design, no. Oh, with special design, I could play Cupola City. Because special design means the next card I play, I can increase or decrease the global requirements by 2, which does allow me to play Cupola City. Sure, let's do it. So I'm buying 3 cards at 9. There you go. Awesome. Oh, throwing cards away. Right, so Steve's go first. Marsbot draws and resolves a project card from the project deck. Green, so he moves that up, which moves it to there. Right, my go. So I got to do this before something bad happens. So I'm going to play Special Design, which is going to cost me 3, but then I'm going to get 2 back. The next card I play this generation, change the global parameters by 2, which will be Polar City costing me 15. I'm going to use that for 6 and another 9 of my money. Yes, I do use Paladin card sleeves. The red thing, I'll let the chat explain what that is just while I'm doing this one. So my energy production goes down by 1. My money production goes up by 3. And I place a city tile, which is going to get me 2 money for my rovers. And this is going here, which gets me a plant. And effectively, that's 3 points at the end of the game. Because it's got lovely scenery around it. So, that was cool. I enjoyed that. Steve is Earth, which is this one which does nothing. So rubbish, Steve. Okay. So, next, I'm going to play the breathing filters at a cost of 10, because it's worth points. And I'm also going to play... I can't. I don't have power generation. Okay, we need something to generate power, which is this, peroxide power. So I spend 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My money production goes down by 1, but my energy production goes up by 2. Okay, there we go. Done. Steve's go. It's nothing, so he gets 5 mega credits. My go, I play Open City, needs 12% oxygen. Haven't got 12% oxygen. Okay, so we need a plant. How do I get a plant? I do an aquifer, so I spend 18 money. Oh, but then I don't have enough for that. It's fine. I'm spending 18 money to do an aquifer. Putting that on here. Getting me 2 money and 2 plants. Okay, that's my first thing. And then my second thing is to spend 8 plants to place a greenery, which is going to increase my TR by 1. And it's going to go here, because that's effectively going to get me 3 points. Okay, Steve's go. Steve's last go is science and event. So science is that. He's placing a lake. And he places it here. So he gets 3 money. And he's doing an event, which goes to there, which goes to there, which is another lake, which goes to there, which gets him 3 money. Okay, all of the oceans have been placed. So we are fairly close now. My go. I don't have much money left. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can't play the open city. Let's just do 2 things here. So we're going to use the nitrite reducing bacteria to put a thing on here. And we're going to use the World Government Advisor to increase the oxygen level by 1. Okay. Move the oxygen up and take a TR from ocean. Okay, I've missed doing the oxygen. I mean, oxygen doesn't go up for doing the ocean. It goes up from doing a greenery. Did I miss it from a greenery? What have I missed? Okay, I missed it. Oh, was it me that did the greenery? Yeah, I did the greenery, so that should have gone up and that should have gone up. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Did I forget to increase my TR for the ocean? Possibly. But it's going to be difficult for me to check back now. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I mean, there is. I can reduce my energy production by 1 to add another thing. So I'm going to use the Tesla Act. So I reduce that by 1 to increase that by 1. It might make a difference. It might not. Okay, when I played the greenery between the 2 cities, I missed increasing it. Okay, but I've done it now. Yes, I placed that. I've increased that and I've increased the TR. I think we're done. So that is the end of Generation 8. We are going to do production. So I'm on 40, 50, 57 money. Okay, I get 2 steel. I get 4 plants. I get 1 energy. And I get 2 heat. Okay, these come off. Pretty sure this is going to be the last generation. Play passes to me. We go to generation 9 and we get some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what cards have we got? We have a research coordination. It's a wild tag. Useless. Birds. Can hear him outside. Yeah, no, that's gonna get me like a point. Noctis City. There it is. Now, Noctis City is going to mean that that is worth an extra point. That's all it's going to do. Noctis City itself is not actually worth any points. The Radchem Factory, that's good. That's really good. That's 2 points. Okay, so I'm taking that one. I'll give them to Steve. Steve gives these 3 cards back to me. Lightning Harvest is worth a point. It's only going to cost me 7 to play it because I've got 3 science tags. Business contacts, meh. Bribed committee, meh. Okay, I'll take Lightning Harvest. So I give those 2 back to Steve. Out of these 3 cards, he picks that one and gives these 2 to me. I take Noctis City. I give that one back to Steve. He chooses one of these and gives me that one. And then out of these cards, I get rid of that. So we're definitely keeping the Radchem Factory. I don't think I need to keep Noctis City. It seems expensive for a point. And all it is a point. Unless I put a greenery there, in which case it would be 2 points. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm buying these 2 cards for 6. Okay. Oof. The other side of the nuclear zone and the commercial zone have a place to put ownership. Might be important for landlord. Yeah, but I didn't think you owned these tiles. Maybe you do. Okay. Let's put them on then. But a landlord hasn't actually been funded. Okay, so. Whew. I'm not sure it is going to end this generation because that needs to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that needs to go up 2. And I don't have the heat, and I don't have the plants. So we might not end it this generation. Which would actually work well for me for that. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We have so much money. I mean, I could just end it by putting these things down. Okay. So I think I'm going to play Open City. So it's going to cost me 22, but I can use this. That's 6, 16, 22. I get 2 back because it's a city because of my rovers. I decrease my energy production by 1, and I get 4 money production. What was my money production? Was it 16? It's now 20. I gain 2 plants. And we're going to put a city tile down. And I'm going to put it here. Or do I put it here? Put it there. I get 4 money. I'll put it there. That gets me 4 money. Okay. Okay, I do own them. Okay. Interesting. That's that done. That was my first action. Do we have 8 plants? No, we got 7. But I'm going to spend 23 money to place a greenery here, which increases oxygen and my TR. And that gives me 2 plants. I think there was 2 plants on that space. Okay, Steve's go. Earth and events. So Earth is this, increases his TR by 3. 1, 2, 3. And event is this, increasing his TR by 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, my go. I'm now going to use 8 plants. I should have kept Noctis City. Never mind. 8 plants for a greenery. The greenery is going to go here, which gets me 6 money and 2 plants. So that goes there, that goes there. I get 6 money and I get 2 plants. Right, Steve's go. Plants. Moves to there, places a lake. Can't place a lake, so I guess that's a failed action, and he gets 5 money. Right. My go. Yeah, I think we can end it. Oh, maybe we can't, maybe we can't. I'm going to play Lightning Harvest. It's going to cost me 7. It increases my money production by 1 and my energy production by 1, but it's worth a point. It's a point. Any of these worth a point. Ah, that one. So I now play the Radchem Factory for 7. Decreasing my energy production by 1 to increase my TR by 2. Steve's go. Question mark. Who knows? What's he going to do if he draws a question mark? I'm glad we've got this rule right near the end. So, let's see what it says. For each tag, one at a time. Yeah. Oh, it's a prelude card, so it might be covered in the prelude expansion rules. Yes. When Marsbot resolves a project card with a wild tag, advance the least advanced track, topmost if tied. This one. So he builds a city. Okay, so he's building a city next to the most greenery as possible that can't be adjacent to another city. Next to as most oceans as possible is there. And he gets 4 money for that. So that goes there. He gets 4 money. Just realised I don't know whose greenery that is, but I think that was mine. Pretty sure that was mine. And then my go. So there's actually 1, 2, 3. There's 4 steps off for the temperature. I don't think it's going to happen this turn. So for me to up it by 4, I mean, I can up it by 1 with this. Pop. But I can't up it by 3. 3 would be loads of money. So I can spend 14 to up it by another 1, which is another TR. But I would, and then I can do that as an action to put that on there. But I think I'm stuck. I can't do anything else. So that moves to there, which moves to there, which is a milestone. But it can't do a milestone because all the milestones are taken. So it gains 5 money instead. It then goes to there and it gains another city. Wow. Oh, and I forgot to gain 2 money for that city that it placed. Yeah. And now it's placing another city. So I get another 2 money. So where's this city going? As next to as many forests as possible. There. All these cities on the board. That's a crazy amount of cities. And then finally, a city icon, which is that, which does nothing. Oddly. Right, have I got anything else that I want to do this turn? So close. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Okay, end of generation. So we do production. So I've got 21 plus... Yeah, that's 66 money. Yeah, crazy amount. Hi Marco, we're just about to start the last generation. I get 2 steel. Never use that titanium. I get 4 plants. 1 short. That moves to there and then I get 2 heat. Okay, so we move on to generation 10. Steve is the first player. I clear these and this is definitely going to be the last one. The bot city should be placed one space to the left. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It gets another money. Well spotted. Pop. Okay, so the final drafting of cards. And I've only funded one award because I'm scared to work out the other ones. I don't know whether I'm first on that one. Landlord, I think he's got Landlord. He's got Miner. He's got Thermalist, unless I keep this. And even if I do keep this, Thermalist for him is the Power Stroke Jovian track plus 5. So he's got 12. So he's actually got 12 heat for this. I've only got 9. So he's beating me on all of these awards. Right, do we want a large convoy? It's worth 2 points. Ecological zone, too late. Wave power, it's worth a point. It's a cheap point. AI Central is worth a point. I mean, large convoy is 2 points. So we'll take the large convoy. We'll give those cards to Steve. And then he gives me these. Out of these. Nope. Sure, it's worth a point. Gain a plant for each city in play. Oh, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I play that. I get enough plants to place greenery. We're taking that. We're totally taking that. Right. Out of these 3 cards, Steve is taking that one and gives these to me. I then take that one and give that back to Steve. And out of these 2 cards, Steve takes that one and gives that one to me. And then out of these 4, he gets rid of that one and he gets this one shuffled in. Right. I have Landlord, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, I've got Landlord. Okay, thank you. I'll fund that then. It's another 5 points. Well, 3 points. A net 3 points. Right. Out of these cards, I'm not buying that one. I'll buy that one. I'll buy that one. And sure, I'll buy that one. So I spend 9. Loads of money. Right. Steve's go. It's science and then buildings. So science goes on to there. His TR goes up by 2. And then buildings is there. He funds a milestone. He can't fund a milestone. So he gets 5 money. My go. Let's fund an award. Well, let's do all of the other stuff first. Although he's not gonna, he's gonna fund a different award, isn't he? Okay, we'll fund an award. So 14 money, and we're going to fund that. That is effectively 3 points. We are then going to remove those 3 to increase my TR by 1. I have to move you, Steve. There you go. Right, Steve's go. Invasive species. I must lose an animal or a microbe. Nope, because I've just spent my microbes. That was lucky. Otherwise, it gets 5 MC. 5 MC. Right, my go. So we're just looking at points now. So I'm going to play greenhouses for 5, but I'm actually going to discount it by 3. So yeah. Yeah, so I have to pay 2. And I gain 1 plant for every city tile in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I get 10 plants. Then as my second action, I'm going to spend 8 plants to place a greenery on the board. I think, oh no, we haven't run out of tiles. There's loads here. So this greenery is going, well, I don't want to put it there. Oh, I can put it here because he's going to get points for this. I forgot about that. So I'll put it there. Now that doesn't increase the oxygen, so it doesn't increase my TR. But it is going to get me points at the end of the game. And then Steve's go. Plants and plants. So, hey, we have an award. So he funds whichever award it is the most ahead of you in requirements. So we need to check this. I don't think it's going to matter too much because he's ahead of me on all of them. Which one is he ahead of me the most on? Well, science, he's got 8. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4. So he's ahead of me by 4 on that. Minor is space track plus 5. So space track plus 5. So he's 11. And I've got 2. So he funds minor. Okay, there you go. Is that it? No, it also moves on to there because it was moving 2. It's done the first one, done the second one. Temperature goes up. It goes to there, 47. Don't forget, in 2-player, awards score 5 for first and nothing for second. I had forgotten about that. I mean, it makes sense, so thank you. Right, so the temperature's not fully finished yet, but let's sort that out. Right, we are terraforming Mars. Boom. That goes to there, that goes to there. Awesome stuff. Right, then we are playing wave power 7. So I spend that 3. It's a point. Steve is building, so he places a greenery on the board, which is going to be there, adjacent to the most of his cities. There's none of his cities where it can be placed. Oh, here. No, it can go here. Yeah, and it gets 2 money for that. Yeah, 2 money. Right, Stevie's all done. So it's just me. Well, I kind of need to surround this because this is going to be worth more points to it unless I surround it, which I can do. I've got loads of money. So we spend 25 and build a city. And I get 2 back from my rovers. And we're just going to build a city here. Is that all right? All right. When is the first gaming rules shuttle going to Mars? It left yesterday. It missed me, unfortunately. I was a bit sad. Right, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. So we're going to put a greenery down here, which gets me 2 steel. What have we got left? We've got some stuff left. Gromcon. Yeah. What can we do with this? We've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm going to throw 2 cards away for 2 money and then use 23 money for another greenery. So much greenery. Which I'm going to put here. Oh, I can put there. No, I can't put there. You've got to put it adjacent to an existing one. So I'll put it here. I'm just basically trying to surround this now. But I think pretty much we are done. I'll throw that card away for 1 money because it's a tiebreaker. Yep. We are done. So you do final production, but all that gets me is the 4 plants. I'll add the money if it is a tiebreaker. Okay. I think we're done. Still got a headache, by the way. Gonna need to lie down after this. But game end. So if the game enters round 20, you lose. Well, no, we did all right. Otherwise, once all terraforming parameters have been met, finish the round. As per the core rules, both players may still place final greenery tiles in order. Marsbot places final greenery tiles for each of its tracks, where the space immediately ahead of its marker cube is a greenery action. None of them. Okay. We're good. Oh, there's no tiebreaker with Automa. Right, okay. So no final greenery tiles, but that's quite a clever way of doing it. Move the tracker forward and perform... Yeah, okay. If you didn't instantly lose, score the game as normal with the following exceptions. When evaluating awards, determine Marsbot's award compliance as per the awards evaluation section based on the board reference card for the board you are playing. Okay, so basically he scores 5 points for the miner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas I score 5 points for the landlord and the banker. 57. And then I funded these milestones and I get 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've easily done it. But we've got this. He gains 1 VP for each space on the board adjacent to its neural instance tile that is not occupied by you. So it gains 2 points for that. Then it gets victory points for the MC that it's collected based on the round in which the game ended. So up to generation 12, it gets 1 point for every 8. Yeah, I've done this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gets 11 points. Okay, I did it. I won. Closer than I thought. He was only 7 points behind despite this. But remember, I did slightly cheat for him early on, which is unusual because I normally accidentally cheat for myself. Careful, the steps are different with Prelude. I didn't score the cities and greenery. Oh, we haven't done that yet. The map. Thank you for the map. Okay. So, greenery. Greenery's worth a point. Is that right? I think greenery's worth a point. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 greenery. I've got, again, the computer does this for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. This is where the chat is shouting, greenery doesn't score. Does greenery score? Oh, and my cards too. Yeah, there's a whole host of scoring we haven't. I haven't won. Calm down, calm down. I've got loads of extra scoring to do. Yeah, greenery tile is a point. Right, cities. So that city is worth 2 points for him. That's worth 2, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he gets 11 points for his cities. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 for my cities. Okay. Then I get 3 for this Credit Suisse company, whatever it is. And what else do we do on the board? No, that's it. We've done the board. I think we've done the board. Right. And now cards. So, Nuclear Zone, forgot about that. That cancels out the Noctis farming. We've done the commercial district. So I need to give up 1 point of cards, which is that. Then I've got the corporate stronghold, so I need to lose that. So we're currently evens. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 points from cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a 2 points short for my cities, am I? What did I forget to count? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I forgot that one. Yeah. Last city scores 5, not 3. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that's 5. Why did I only count 3? I only counted his forests. VP on event cards. Did I have any VP on event cards? No, no VP on event cards. Now, does he score points for cards? I don't know if he does. He does not gain VP on cards it played during the game. Okay, so if that is correct, that is a considerable victory. 106 plays 82. I think I've done it right. Time to up the difficulty. Just remember, this was the easy introduction game. So my thoughts on this is this solo mode is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic solo mode. Congratulations to everybody involved in it, specifically Nick and yeah, anybody else. Oh, he scores more for end of game credits. Oh, check the prelude rules. Ah, yeah, thank you. I was looking at the wrong thing. Prelude should have been. Oh no, we're fine because it ended on 10. So we're still good. 1 point for every 8. Yeah, we managed to get it done in 10. Okay. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. So yeah, congratulations to Nick and David and everybody else involved in it. Really good. And I'm really curious to see how this changes depending on what board you're using. And to be able to do a solo bot that takes into account all of the expansions, that's really clever. I've not seen that yet. What we are going to do, though, just before I go downstairs and drill a hole in the side of my head, is I'm going to show you the difficulty levels. So we weren't playing on easy, but there is an easy one where you ignore the red arrows. There's hard, then there's brutal, and then once you've done that, you can then add in corporations. So when you play with the corporations, after selecting your own corporation, you randomly select a corporation from MarsBot. So let's say, for example, it's playing Helion. If the selected corporation mentions black or white cubes, set aside the 6 cubes of their colours with the expansion. Immediately resolve any instructions found in the setup box. And then if the card shows starting tagged, resolve them as if they were shown on a card. So basically, it does extra stuff. So for example, if we're playing against Helion, we place a white cube on the building track on space 6. This is where these white cubes come in. So that would go on there. The space track, space 9. Space track, space 9. The science track, space 10. The power track, space 5 and 9. And the plant track, space 11. Then you place a black cube on the earth track, spaces 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, and 14. How the designer came up with getting this right. But anyway, when MarsBot advances onto a white cube, instead of raising the temperature, he draws and resolves a card from the project deck. And when MarsBot advances onto a black cube, he raises the temperature 1 step. So it changes the way that the corporation does things based on what that corporation is known for doing in the actual game. And there are corporations for everything. And this is where I've got to give credit to Nick and David and whoever else was involved in it, because you would have literally had to go through every corporation in the game and work out how that corporation is going to work as a solo bot. But it doesn't actually look that complicated. That for me, that would have been fairly easy. We put black and white cubes on here, and when it lands on a white cube, it draws a card, and when it lands on a black cube, it raises the temperature. So, yeah. Oh, the corporations were all David. That's interesting, that, because the way that David normally does his solo modes these days, because he has a team of people that sort of work with him, is David will generally design it and design how it's supposed to work from a high-level perspective, and then somebody else would actually do all of the tiny little details. But if David did all of this, then congratulations. Yeah, that's really good. Really, really good. Now, it was long. I was learning how to play, but we have been 3 hours today. I thought it might be 2. If I played this again now, it would be 2 hours. A lot of today was learning from the rulebook. I knew nothing about this going into it. But is it pull friendly? Yes. Yeah, I would happily play this again. There were not really any flowcharts or decisions other than where it places stuff on the board. And it's clear and it's obvious. It will place things where a human player would place it. So, it will place a lake on an ocean space. Has to be an ocean space adjacent to as many other oceans as possible, which is exactly what a human player would probably do. If that's tied, it covers the most icons as possible, generally what a human player would do, and then determine randomly, which is what I would do. Cities, it follows the normal placement rules, but it's trying to place them adjacent to as many greeneries as possible. Again, what a human player would do. If it's still tied, it goes to oceans, icons. And greeneries, it tries to place it so that it's adjacent to as many of its own cities whilst minimizing adjacency to your cities. Once you know that, that's pretty much it. That's the main part of it. The rest of it is just moving up the tracks and things like that. So yeah, really, really good. I'm keen to play it with Venus. I'm keen to play it with colonies, but to be honest, the mental overhead of running the AI, although it's good, might be a little bit too much for me. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this solo mode. Hope you've enjoyed it. So that's 3 streams today. So just going back to what I said at the start before you all disappear, I'm basically doing 4 days of streaming at the moment, none of which is paid for. So I've done White Castle on Thursday, then Friday I did The Anarchy solo. I then did SETI, 3-player game of SETI last night. This morning I've done Marrakesh. Then I did a Patreon-only stream of Concordia Digital. And now I've done Terraforming Mars solo. Tomorrow is Star Wars Day. So at 9:30 tomorrow morning, we're doing Star Wars Rebellion. So none of these videos have been paid for. All of my advertising revenue is going to charity. So the only way I'm able to do all of this is thanks to the amazing support of my Patreon supporters. And if you like the content that I create, you want to support me and support the channel and help me carrying on doing things like this, then you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Because to be honest, without the Patreon support, I probably would be having a day off to myself rather than playing a 3-hour game of Terraforming Mars with a headache. But it's been great. It's been really, really good. Yeah. Also, we're running a contest. You can win a copy of SETI. If you're interested in that, all you need to do is check out the video from last night. There are details in that video of how you can win a copy of SETI. And there'll be other stuff going on as well. I might actually do something else because Vicky is still out at the moment. So I'm going to go downstairs, going to get some food, have a cup of tea, and then I might do something else for the next couple of hours if this headache goes. But we will see. I don't want to push myself too much because tomorrow is going to be a very, very busy day. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Steve says goodbye as well. Or through.